Here comes the
We are
Lonqudor
live. We are live. We are live.
Are we?
Yes, we are currently
That's a
live.
very interesting
Live in stereo.
Also, like, isn't it the sign of a thriving community, one that like everyone's excited to be in, it's the sign of that is like when everyone who's in the community and is like a popular community figure wants to leave and is like a popular community figure wants to leave and is like a popular everyone just wants to get the fuck out. Like that's the sign of a thriving community, I think.
No, that's really funny to me. I will continue. I'm assuming you're referring to Team Fortress 2.
No. I just
could not be.
It's just no. Yeah, it's funny.
My previous, I mentioned this on your live stream the other day. So my previous 2 Marvel Rivals videos have done better than usual TF2 ones. So I'm going to take this opportunity, and if it doesn't work, I'm never going to slam any doors.
Yeah, of course.
But if it does work, I'm free. It could happen.
It's just so
You
funny.
could achieve escape velocity.
Like this doesn't exist for other things. People aren't desperately trying to escape like other, quote unquote bubbles en masse. It's like I obviously the quote unquote TF2 bubble has like a reputation or whatever, but it's crazy that like I feel like now more than ever, pretty much every TF2 YouTuber I've talked to is either flirting with or is actively attempting to escape. Like they're like in a state of disrepair. They're like, this cannot last. It's not tenable.
I think a lot of it can be put down to the game's age. For example, if you are a Marvel Rivals YouTuber and you made an Overwatch video, people would be a lot more willing to watch that than if you made like a Halo video from 2001 or something. I don't know.
Well, it depends on how you make it. I think
I suppose so. Yeah,
you can make a very compelling and entertaining video about Halo from 2001. As opposed to like, a really service level and boring video about modern rivals. Like you have like there's like, I don't know, you can make a video about the shitty, I've seen like the Candyland skins that you can put on your characters in that game. You could make a video about that and get like, people go, oh, whoa, it's a candy skin. But that's not really engaging or compelling. But then you can make a very engaging and compelling video about Halo Combat Evolved and it could do very well. But you're right, age is a massive factor in that newer thing will garner more attention simply by nature of being newer thing.
But newer thing will also innately garner more attention, but it will be short-term attention, and therefore short-term, that's the reason why more contemplative, thought-provoking Marvel Rivals videos aren't really as, they're not really a thing. Because I feel like with Marvel Rivals, it's like, oh, this is the new hotness. So everyone wants to make the quick, snappy video. And that breeds a community who's interested in the new, snappy stuff. Like, they're not interested in those contemplative things. Whereas, older stuff attracts an audience of people who are interested in more, slow-paced, thought-provoking content.
Yeah, no, there's definitely a truth to that. And also, I feel there's a lot of fear in for example the TF2 community of TF2 fans. Oh no, my favorite YouTuber's quitting. What am I going to do? If you find people who play very niche older games, their communities are incredibly fearful that the content creator might abandon the game one day, and that's not so much the case with new game, because there will always be a new game. But when
and when you establish yourself as someone that only goes after new thing, people already know that you're going to be moving from thing to thing instead of sticking with one thing. And so that fear never really gets established.
Yeah. What's the number of UFR we're on? Is it 60?
Yep. This is UFR number 60.
But I will...
Facts.
To add to the notes of people being fearful of you leaving, I will say I'm experiencing quite the opposite reaction. I mean, it's on my second channel, so it doesn't really count that much. But I talk about Counter-Strike, and people are like, wow, you're talking about Counter-Strike. This is really cool. Keep doing that. No one's like, oh my God, how dare you talk about Counter-Strike in that way? Why am I getting an Australian accent?
No, Counter-Strike.
Zesty, have you know that is cultural appropriation, mate? I will not fucking stand for it.
It's cultural appropriation, mate. Talk about Counter-Strike in that way.
You watch your
gotta get back in TF2 right now.
Watch your fucking mouth, all right?
Oh, it's like being home for Christmas.
Watch your fucking mouth. Hey, you! Shut your mouth and look at my wad.
I also miss I also miss Tony Allen, Pybro. I hope Tony Allen, wherever Tony Allen is right now, I hope he's doing well.
I have some 1960 facts. This was the year of Africa as 17 African nations gained independence.
Oh hell yeah!
Good for them, I guess. I have no further opinions on that. There was an earthquake in Chile that is, I think, historically standing to have been the strongest earthquake ever.
9.8. Yep.
Yeah.
He's got the fucking number on speed dial.
Awesome. Dude, I went to school for this shit for a decade.
That's
I know
awesome.
this.
No,
I know
it's
this
awesome.
stuff.
No, that's great, but I'll read the facts here. Okay, let's
He's putting his foot down.
Shut the fuck up, Zesty. Never talk again. Fuck your education. Lonqudor has Googled something, and now he's the expert.
Yeah,
France tested their first atomic bomb. Did you go to school for that one? What else have we got here? Britain launched its first nuclear. Wow, a lot of war stuff. First nuclear submarine for Britain, and Belgium began following Congo's independence, or Belgium.
Holy shit, Oris is in the chat. Oris, Oris, it's cool to see you. I forgot that you were here. Also, sorry, because I can't fucking talk. I'm really tired because I'm still jet lagged from getting here like a few days ago. So I apologize if I'm not firing on all cylinders during this pod. Really, yeah, I'm trying my best. I'm also sick. And also my drain is clogged, so I don't have a working bathroom. Basically, a comedy of errors happened.
Dude,
like
what?
The second day. It's a fucking mess over here. All right,
Dude, you have some shit to address. Are you sure you want to be here?
I considered canceling, but I was like, nah, I gotta lock in because I can't let people down for like the third time or whenever.
You need a drain snake.
I went out and bought a pipe cleaner, and that was just not long enough. And then I looked up where to get a drain snake in Japan, and they're like, you had to order it. So like, I can't just go. There's not like a hardware store like a Home Depot here. So
how are there not hardware stores?
I mean, there are, but they're not like they're not.
Dude, there is a Lowe's 2 blocks from me.
That's crazy.
Like a 4.
You're doxing yourself right now.
How are there people already know where I live? It's okay.
That's true. It's real.
I'm sure he already knows where he lives.
Also, sorry, I did actually want to read what Oris said instead of just saying, "Hey, wow, he's here," and then just moving on. People are mostly subscribing for a niche subject. When creators deviate, it will always be an issue. Talented folk with electric personality is what allows variety because people will watch for the person. I think that's true to an extent. I do think people watch content creators also for their like style. I guess that you can count that as personality, but like when it's like there could be like what's an example? Blame it on Jorge. He's a YouTuber who primarily makes like true crime content now, but when he started, he was making content about like creepy, like nostalgic cartoons, like a really long time ago. And I feel and he's not really like a personality guy. He covers pretty serious topics and doesn't really like joke around about them. But it was very easy for him to transition from one to the other because he doesn't like his style was very compelling. Same for, Lemino is another good example. He's talked about everything from like cryptography to, missing people to, all sorts of things. So I feel like that's another example. I think it's also a matter of a style as much as it is a person's personality.
So like Empleman is a great example because he kind of started off he just made YTPs, then he made videos about like internet culture. Now he just talks about random tidbits of the world, and all of his stuff is really good. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, he made a name for himself.
Yeah. Also, I saw Implement's Hungrybox video getting praise on Twitter today, and then I saw it getting roasted, and I was like, hey, this is one of the best videos on the platform, like by far. It makes such good stuff. It's crazy.
I honestly think that
was engaging in any kind of discourse on Twitter.
I guess, yeah. No, you're right. It wasn't really discourse. I was just like, hey, this video is like really, really good. This video is incredible.
Actually, no, it's not, because it said something that I don't like. Therefore, the whole video is really bad, and also you're a bad person. I'm gonna like throw bricks at you now.
He was too mean to Weapon. Weapon, he's just a real small.
I saw people criticizing it just because it was made by someone who is a quote-unquote outsider, which I thought was the dumbest shit I've maybe ever heard in my life.
Wait, is it because he's not a Melee channel?
Because he's not a person who plays the game competitively.
That's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
That's like saying you can't make a video on a game because you didn't make the game.
People do believe that.
You can't make a historical documentary about World War II because you weren't there.
Yeah.
One of the
you're gonna have to kill a few people in the process.
One of the things I've learned in making videos, especially opinionated ones, is that you have to like. It makes you. This is a good rhetorical tool. It's just important, but like you have to address the person's mind state toward the opinion that you're about to say before you ever actually say it. That's why people put like those like literally useless disclaimers that's like, this is my opinion, don't fuck with me, because those don't actually change the argument. They are important rhetorically to prime the viewer to not be mad, which sounds really stupid, but it does work, and that's why so many people do it. It's just it's a catch-all for like, hey, don't fuck, please. That's it.
I've found on YouTube that I think my first problem is I've never learned anything, so that's why my content sucks.
Nice.
But my second problem would be that I've found that if you tell the viewer to do something or think something, they're more flexible than you'd think. Like, if you tell people to subscribe, they subscribe. And that sounds really dumb. But, like, it happens.
Well, for me, it's as simple as, like, oh, you remind them that the subscribe button's there. It's not even that you, like, they did it because you said it. It's that they did it because they didn't remember that they had to do it before you mentioned that they would. Like, and that's not to say that, like, viewers are stupid. Obviously, you know, we're all viewers as much as we are
Didn't YouTube add a feature where if you say subscribe, it lights up the subscribe button?
Yeah.
Wait, it does?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it's very inconsistent. It might just be my accent, actually. I don't know.
The one I really like is that
if you like the video, it'll make the like button glow potentially. I don't know if it works for live stream.
I just like that the like button changes shape when you hit it now, depending on the topic of the video, and it's not based off of the genre. It judges it, I think, based off the comments or something, because it doesn't do it if the video's like topic is sports or whatever. It doesn't automatically make it a certain thing, but if it's like all the comments are about basketball, it'll make the like button a basketball, and I think that's really cool.
I'm unfamiliar with this. Is this true? Are you telling? Are you?
No, I'm being serious. I'm being 100%. This is on.
No, it's true.
Yeah.
Oh.
On my firstborn child's life, this is true.
Oh, this is great. I will tell the British people about this. They'll be
like, I like the video.
Someone says coin slot feature. Oh my god, it's horrible.
That's not true. That's just not true. It's just that's awesome, honestly.
The like button changed into the shape of a kitty cat because it's a my fat cat's here, so use my cat as an example.
I do. Like, I know this is like.
I think it's cute. It's inoffensive.
I think it
doesn't matter.
I know this is the most, you know, as the kids say, the most unk thing to complain about because this was so long ago. But I really do like the 5-star system for rating videos, or just things in general.
Or more intricate.
Definitely videos. I get why
or
they
just
changed
being
it,
able to see. I mean, and just being able to see like a proper like-dislike ratio is very important when it comes to judging content quality. And ever since YouTube removed it for the sake of protecting their biggest what's a safe word to use here? Yes, biggest wankers. It's a shame it's not been returned. Bring it back. Also, you can use just a plugin.
And you know what you could call a like or dislike on a video? You might even call it your review of the video.
Yeah, you could review a video and show how good or bad it is.
And then people en masse might say, we don't like this video, and then they might dislike the video. Oh. And we would call that review bombing, which is the subject of the stream. Oh my gosh.
Dislike mobs.
You know, it is crazy that they removed the dislike because supposedly because of these dislike mobs, which like is the
most of which are targeted at big corpos.
I know that isn't the actual reason.
It was a beauty. It was like a beautiful psyop, and like, well, listen, you don't understand. This is for your own good. There are these hordes of mobs going around, mass disliking videos and ruining the reputations of people. It's like,
when you
never hope. Maybe you ever like consider that maybe what's being said in the videos, most people just happen to disagree with, and you might just be doing it to protect the corporations that are on your platform.
When you said hordes of mobs, I pictured zombies from Minecraft. Is that bad?
No, because it's like that's what they tried to paint people who dislike videos. It's like if you dislike a video, you're a brainless evil person that's only out to harm people's money and ruin their reputations. I mean, that's like what they were trying to do. I remember this vividly.
No, I remember. Chat, I'm aware of the real
good.
I'm aware of the real reason why the dislike was removed. I'm merely saying like that it's hilarious to me that they said that was the reason. Like I get that it was mostly to make corporations not look bad. But, like, also, you could have just turned the dislikes off. So, like, that seemed like a kind of more of a skill issue than anything else.
No, yeah, but that's the thing, though. It's like even having that as an option, and if a corporation did that, then that would just make them look even worse because they don't want the people to actually share their opinion and actually, like, hold them accountable for something they said. So it's like, oh, they turned off dislikes. They really don't want, they really said something bad here, you know? And that's why they just removed it altogether.
I know we're sucking Imp Lemon's dick a lot at the beginning of the stream, but Imp's video about dislikes is fucking amazing. Like,
evergreen. It is evergreen.
It's so good. His fucking oh gosh, it was Dan Olson. Him being like, do you think Dan Olson is the kind of guy that would want to give more power to corporations? This is so fucking good. Oh my gosh, that whole video is epic. I love that video.
It is.
It's very, very good.
I had a mate of mine suggest once that I still don't know if he cooked. I think he wasn't, and I think he should probably get out the kitchen. But he said that he'd rather the dislike button return, and they add a feature where, like, in 5 months' time, YouTube just flags up a video you disliked 5 months ago and says, "Has your opinion changed?" Because I think
who said that?
You know, from the perspective of YouTube, I think they just think that dislikes are permanent and that people can't ever take back, as you were saying. On accountability, I think they think that people can't ever take back an opinion they've ever had on something ever. So even if you just dislike a video, the idea that YouTube could flag it up to you 5 months later saying, "Hi, do you still not like this? Has your opinion changed? Do you want to remove your comment?"
I don't think anyone would actually go back and remove a comment or change a like. Okay, maybe a non-zero amount of people might do that, but a significant amount that would change the tide of a video's reception, probably not. Most people would just leave it as is and ignore the pop-up, right? They would just close the pop and go, "Fuck no, its videos suck. Why would I go back and like care about it again?"
I think this all comes into like criticism has an inherently negative connotation to it, which I think is sad. Like it would be really cool if like YouTube's been doing that 2025, 2024 recap thing. It'd be really cool in an alternate universe if they showed you what videos you liked and disliked. To just show you like, this is what
I remember that fucking antelope fart I disliked 6 months ago. Yeah, I still fucking hate that video.
I still do hate that. Wow. That would be fun if they had like a wall of shame and it just showed you all of the videos you disliked.
Wall of shame.
I would be awesome. I'd support that. That would be great.
Because like the thing that also gets me is like people already have to go out of their way to either like or dislike a video, and it takes, in my opinion, markedly more motivation to dislike a video than to like it. Like, you have to do something really wrong for someone to go out of their way and dislike a video in the first place, and then something egregiously wrong for a lot of people to dislike it. Yeah. And so if you're getting dislikes in any appreciable amount, you've likely done something wrong, or you've pissed off a significant amount of people, and that should be indicative of something, and that should be valuable feedback for you.
Yeah, and oftentimes, and sometimes dislikes are very helpful. I've gotten dislikes on videos that I've been like, that video was bad, or I don't like that video. I'm gonna private it or put it down or put it on the second channel or whatever. It's not quality, right? But
yeah, I get
also
you.
Also, dislikes are sometimes just an indication that people that your audience or a group that the video reached dislikes the premise of the video on the face. And sometimes it has nothing to do with the quality. So it's really, you need to, I think Imp says this in his video, so I'm kind of just spitting what he said, but Like, you need to take in all of the criticism you get, both from the, the like-dislike ratio combined with the comments and what people are saying. Because sometimes people will disagree with a point, but the quality of the video will mean that the dislike ratio isn't, changed. Like, it's still normal, or it's still overwhelmingly positive, right? So it's like it's all about a combination from the perspective of the YouTuber, which is to say, removal of dislikes does not at all help the YouTuber, and certainly doesn't help.
It doesn't help the YouTuber, and it doesn't help the viewers at large.
Yeah, no, of course not.
Either.
It definitely doesn't help the viewers, because now they don't know, like a lot of people will see something and they might be like, oh, that's fine. Like when we talk about on UFR all the time, when we leave a video on the background, people don't notice all the dumb shit that's being said. The dislikes would be often a thing that would help cue people in that something was wrong if they aren't paying like very close attention.
Yeah.
And now that's gone.
I think what they should do is, you were talking about a wall of shame earlier, add the hype feature, but for disliked videos.
Gosh, that would be so funny. Oh my god. So I would love to have the list, like a public list of the worst videos on the platform. That'd be so great. Holy shit. If I ran YouTube...
That would just turn into a game for people, though, where they would just like try like, get this video to the most amount of dislikes right now.
Yeah, but it would have to be something or someone that like pissed off an amount of people, right?
Or it's a big known YouTuber who's like, oh, can we get this video to this many dislikes? Yeah.
Okay, Captain Jackin just super chatted 50. What is knock?
Norwegian of currency.
Ah, okay.
Norwegian krona.
Norwegian krona. Thank you for the 50.
Norwegian.
But it said the stream name reminds me of that failed Genshin Impact review bomb / boycott, where many people partaking in the boycott couldn't stop playing the game. I just saw about that. I just saw that and I quote tweeted that, and it just put Team Fortress 2. Period. That's all I said. It's just like, that's fucking amazing, because they had it as boycott.
Save TF2. Anyways, here's my 50 unboxings.
Initially, I think it was called boycott Genshin Impact, and then they changed it, or like the movement was changed to do better. Whatever the fuck the company's name is.
Hoyo.
Yeah.
Hoyo, yeah.
Yeah, and then they were like, because people could not stop playing the game, which is the funniest fucking thing.
That's so that always gets me, man. It's like people take issue with thing, but cannot stop buying or engaging with the thing.
It's just Overwatch fans.
Yeah.
Hey, obviously we're talking about review bombs, right? But like, there's an interesting question in chat. What are the what alternatives to TF2 should person in chat play instead? Left 4 Dead, Killing Floor. What do you guys? What would you guys recommend? Obviously, there's nothing like TF2, but
Overwatch.
Fuck you. No, don't no.
Okay, so if you want a fun game to try that's free, I tried the finals the other day. That was enjoyable.
Finals is excellent. Deadlock, if you want a MOBA. MOBA style hero shooter, but Deadlock's very good. You really have to sink your teeth into it, though.
Deep Rock Galactic is good.
I'm one to recommend Marvel Rivals. I know a lot of people find it slop. It is most definitely not a game for everyone, but it is free.
Yes,
and it is slop.
You're gonna need 116 gigabytes, so
that's really the worst fucking part. Is that sucks.
Is it really 116 gigs?
Have you seen the butts? There you go.
Yeah, that really makes sense.
That's all the file space. Yeah. But
you guys are obviously ignoring the fact that if you don't want to play a game, you just have to play indie titles that are all just about depression, pixel, PSX graphics.
Oh, okay. If you want another good game, Atlas is awesome.
Yes,
I would recommend that one.
Atlas is excellent.
Atlas is really good.
Rats into Gib. It is a very cheap game, very fun arena shooter.
Recommending
no one plays it, but it's very fun.
People should. It's
very fun. Get like 3 friends into a lobby, and you will have the time of your fucking life.
If you want a game that's nothing like TF2 but is really good, you should play Dodgeball Academia. It's a story-based game where you amass a team and play dodgeball in a My Hero Academia style, like episodic, chapter-based like action RPG, but it's dodgeball. It's really, really good. No one's played it. Go play Dodgeball Academia. It's very good.
Okay.
Also, thank you for the 5R. I don't know what the
People are
currencies
just
are
making up
currencies.
currencies now.
Oh, thank you for
This
the
is
5
incredible.
Robux in the chat. I appreciate it. Glad you could catch UFR live.
5
our
Robux.
dollars?
Do you think
Literally,
What
Brazilian
is our
real.
dollars?
do you think society
real.
at large
Brazil.
would be improved if Roblox were a tradable cryptocurrency?
No.
yeah.
Are they not? I thought it was.
No.
No. What the
No,
fuck?
it's like
you can't pay with
Wait,
fucking...
how is this game like making billions of dollars?
you pay money to get the currency.
But like it's not tradable?
No.
No.
Do they not?
I think you can trade items. You can trade items though, right?
Yeah, but and you can buy them off of.
Yeah.
You buy
So there's like an
But in order to
economy,
get
but it,
Robux, you have to pay like money to get the currency in game.
yeah.
Are there gambling features in this game?
There are gambling features
Okay.
in specific games in Roblox, but that's like game.
Do you like?
Yeah.
Do you
And they go
spend
to the
Robux?
creators.
Yeah.
Yes.
yeah.
I'm,
The way-
I'm,
so-
I'm beginning to understand
Yeah.
why the game makes a lot of money.
Basically,
It's mostly
okay, so
played by
okay, so
children gambling.
Roblox. Okay, so here's how it works, right? Roblox is like Vegas, and all of the developers
Okay.
of Roblox games are like casino owners.
Okay.
And then occasionally, instead of a casino, there's like a Chuck E. Cheese, and it's really good. But the rest of them are
But
just
that's still a
casinos.
casino.
No, but the Chuck E. Cheese is like a casino that's completely fine. It's like a normal, like, this is where kids are supposed to be casino. The other ones are like adult casinos that kids should not be in at all.
Like, but Chuck E. Cheese's are like training grounds for kids to graduate to casinos.
No, because, okay, no, but Chuck E. Cheese, you have like the arcade, which is not a casino. That's just like
But
games
like
that you
all
pay
the
to play.
arcade games are gambling games.
No,
Have you
they're
been
not.
to a Chuck E. Cheese recently?
Fucking Street Fighter is not a... What? What are you talking about?
Japanese arcades and American
listen,
arcades
have
are
you
not
seen
comparable.
have you seen the inside of a Chuck E. Cheese in like the last 5 years?
No, admitted. Well, no, yeah.
Okay.
No.
If you get this, for the record, this is for like a child's birthday party for a family member. I didn't like go on my own volition. Okay. So like if
for
you
the
go into a
clarification.
Chuck E. Cheese, there's like 12 games in there, and they're all pseudo gambling. Every single one. There's no actual games in there anymore.
That's tragic.
I
Like
have
you
never
like you
had-
you go for the rat and the pizza. Like you don't go for the games anymore.
You'd be
I've never
lucky to
had
find
the,
a Tekken machine at any arcade nowadays outside of Japan.
I went
to be fair, you'd be lucky to find a Tekken player online these days. Tekken 8's not doing great.
I agree with Captain Jack that
Ooh.
you should play Abiotic Factor. It's very good. Even I bought it and played it, but I did not like care for it. Not because it's bad. Sorry, not because it's bad, but because it's just not for me. I can acknowledge it's very good, even if it's not for me. But I do recommend it.
I have never had the privilege of dining with Charles Entertainment Cheese. I've heard it is terrible, but I want to do it.
It is from my experiences
It's like crap.
not good.
Yeah, no, that doesn't matter. I still want to do it.
That's
Remember
good.
that
Don't
one
go to
rumor?
you don't go to Chuck E. Cheese for the food, even though it's like the only thing they have left. Is
What the
food.
hell do you go for then?
Like you go, okay, it's because your kids want to go, right? You go because the kids want to see the fucking rat, and then you go and you tolerate the shitty pizza and the shitty games because the kids are having a good time. And then when the kid grows up, they look back on it and go, "Wow, that really did fucking blow. Why did I like that?"
Oh, screw him, kids.
And
Did you have a
FNAF,
traumatic
Five Nights at
experience?
Freddy's.
Where did the show me on the anatomical doll where the Chuck E. Cheese touched you?
Okay, so like
Pizza
when I
Bear.
was younger, right, when I was a kid, I would go to summer camp and like we would have weekly events, like or each day we would go do something different, and we would very often go to either Chuck E. Cheese or Peter Piper Pizza like once a week. And we would spend hours in this place playing games ad nauseum. And then I did this for like 4 years. And like over the span of 4 years, I watched Peter Piper Pizza and Chuck E. Cheese go from this awesome epic place that had like skee ball and House of the Dead cabinets and Galaga. And of course it had like the pseudo gambling games in there too. But like it had all these other awesome games. Like over the span of 4 years, watch all of them. And like even one of them had like a roller coaster. Watch all of that shit like get slowly stripped out and then only replaced by shitty pseudo gambling and crappy prizes where like you get like one little gooey spider elastic toy for 500 tickets, which is like the equivalent of 9 hours of playing a game. It's like, it ruined it. Everything's ruined.
Do Chuck E. Cheese's have any laser tag arenas?
Not anymore.
Not any. What do you mean not anymore?
No, like so like they used to have like
Not
laser
since the
tag and
accident.
ball pits and roller coasters. But, like there was one too many lawsuits of like I can't say the R word because people get mad. very low IQ children doing things they shouldn't be doing, and then the parents getting mad and suing the company, and so they stripped out all the things that could harm children.
I think that's worse than the R word. Very low IQ children is hilarious. What?
Just call them window lickers at that point.
Like what else do you call them? Like glue eaters?
Bro, I definitely was a window licker. Oh my god!
Like too many Elmer's glue huffing kids going around and it's like, mommy, I want to ride your roller coaster. Okay, little Timmy, keep your hands and feet inside the ride at all times. No, and they just stand up and get decapitated. And then they go to Chuck E. Cheese, loses $7 billion.
It's funny with me because I found being British, people have just a lower standard for me overall. Because to Americans, I fit into the niche category of foreign, and so I can say
not very niche.
I can. To Americans, it's niche.
Listen, it's a spectrum, all right? There's a spectrum of foreigner here.
Yeah.
I could get into it, but I might get people angry.
I've found I can say that word in videos, and no one bats an eye because they just go, "Yeah, he's British."
That is true. For whatever reason, anyone that is not American can say a colorful list of naughty words and slurs, and no one bats an eye. But as soon as an American does it, their life is over.
Yeah. Well, to be fair, I feel the exact same way. I just don't like listening to Americans, full stop. But I like you guys.
That's good.
Listen, it's totally fair. I understand.
Also, yeah, damn, look at the cheese on the screen right now. That's insane.
Thank you, Oven Poop, for the 50p.
What is this image? I click back over to the stream and I just see this fucking monster. What the fuck?
Character.
Is there something wrong?
Who would send this? Who would post this?
Is this AI generated? It looks like a fucking screenshot from Gmod.
Who would make
no,
this?
It's obviously not AI generated. Look how the fucking beam is curved in the background.
Liquefied photo.
This is just a normal picture.
God. Dude, how have we gotten so far to the point where like a simple Photoshop is like, is this AI? It's like, dude.
So stupid.
Oh.
I do love when people ask, is this AI when it's a normal picture?
Do you see what I mean?
At Grok.
No, I think it's just a Photoshop, dude. I think they just
No, it almost looks like a screenshot from Gmod, though.
It kind of does, yeah. Looks that
right?
uncanny.
Like, I think it's the G's
Also, what's with the door? What's with the door handle on the left side? Where's that door handle connected?
That's the door.
No, but what is it connected? What is it connected to?
A door.
No, obviously it's connected to the door, but like, what's that thing? Like, it looks like it's connected to the wall, but it's in front of a door. Do you see what I'm saying?
No.
I think there's some perspective stuff happening here. I think there is a door. I don't think no one's denying the existence.
What's the thing to the left of the doorknob then? Is that just like glue? What is that?
That's
the strike plate.
Oh.
No, it's not perspective. It's not perspective. What are you talking about?
I don't think that's a doorknob.
I know it's a door. Okay, I know it's a doorknob. What is it connected to? Where is the door?
It's the strike plate.
What part of the door? Because this is the
strike plate.
This is.
I've answered. Am I muted?
No, I hear you.
No, you're not.
What
is the strike plate? What do you want?
What is the strike plate? What is that?
I sent you.
It's the piece of metal at the bottom of the door.
There's a Fortnite trap behind the door.
Go.
Whatever. Hold on. Whatever, man.
I hate that. Like, we have to have this analysis of a doorknob with like the thick Chucky with the image. I don't want to look at it anymore.
Yeah.
You don't want to look at the thick Chuck E. Cheese.
I don't want to look at thick Chucky anymore.
Hold on, I'll find a better Chuck E. Cheese image. Oh my gosh, I found another picture of the same thing, but it's like worse.
Why?
This is
how are you
wait. This one's better.
Tumblr Kids Awakening.
Holy shit! Wait. No.
Oh my god, it's the same image.
No, but the caption is, "Look, Lord, forgive me for what I'm about to do."
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Stop.
Yo, that's so fucking funny.
I hate it.
What's the original? What's the original?
I don't know. What the fuck you want from me, man? I don't fucking know.
Surely the original is like some woman in a costume and people just saw that one, Awunga, and then just decided to run with it.
Didn't even say the fucking word right, dude. Stupid foreigner.
I wanted to make a joke earlier.
I didn't mean that. I didn't mean that, Lonk. I didn't mean that.
Well, that's great because I didn't hear it, so it doesn't bother.
Okay.
I wanted to make a joke earlier. I'll rewatch the VOD and you'll get an angry DM.
No shit.
I wanted to make a joke earlier about how when you were talking about point to the doll and say where the Chuck E. Cheese touched you, I was going to make a joke about frontal lobes, but I think culturally we've moved on.
Yeah, no, we're in a different.
No, I got one
now.
chuckle. That's good enough.
You got a chuckle from the furry that checks out.
Yeah,
shut the fuck up.
He's not wrong.
He isn't wrong.
I have been following that fucking game.
Dick of the birthday boy.
And
Jaunty, I've seen. Never mind. We don't have to talk about it.
what have you seen?
No, we don't have to talk about it. We don't have to talk about it. It's fun. It's cool. Anyways, yeah, review bombing. People do it. Casper's going to talk about it. You guys like Casper? I think Casper's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I wonder if we'll find out why people do it.
Have any of you watched this video in advance? Because I certainly haven't. I just thought the topic was interesting.
No.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Also, who's not in the watch together? Who's not on the watch together?
What loser
It's
wouldn't join the watch together?
Of course, it's Alan.
Get the fuck in the watch together, dude.
My name is Ask Me About My Wolf, and if any of you ask me about my wolf, you're in for a treat. Yeah, so I thought, walk away.
Lonqudor mispronouncing awooga is cultural appropriation.
Oh, is that what you mocked me for earlier?
Yeah, that was what I was making fun of you.
You prick.
He said awunga. I was like, what
How do
the
they
fuck
say
is
it?
awunga?
Awunga.
Awunga?
Awunga.
It's like Unga Bunga.
I've posted an image in Podcast Channel that reflects my feelings on the matter.
Oh, why?
Allegory of the cave.
What the fuck is that's awful, actually, yeah.
It took you a while.
I'm not showing I can't show that on stream.
No, you can't.
Listen,
Listen, it's just the allegory of the cave, all right?
Alright.
Yeah. That's how I feel about review bombings.
Alan, could you describe with words what the image is?
Write it as a haiku.
Fucking delete
Why'd you delete it?
Why'd you delete it?
Fine. Sorry. Fine. Look, okay.
Here, I can describe it as I can describe it as eloquently. Oh no, never mind.
Yeah, let Zesty do it.
No. I want to hear Alan.
It's all you.
Alan, go.
It's all you.
There seems to be some manner of pod with a monkey, and he has some kind of dial, like a light switch type thing, and he's got a fire.
Yeah, it's a space shuttle.
He's looking at the wall in front of him. And there's like a passage out of away from the fire.
Passage
and it kind of
insane.
goes downwards towards the outside
A shaft,
the cave.
one might call it.
You could call it like a shaft, like in Minecraft.
Yeah.
Passage is insane. I love it.
Passage.
I'm
Anyways,
gonna call my
Chamber
cock
of
for that
Secrets.
from now on. It's a passage.
Your cock is a passage. In like a book or
No, like a passageway.
Oh. Anyways, you guys ready to talk about review bombing?
Yes.
No.
Nice.
Is not a review bomb. This is not a review bomb. This is a review bomb. There is no official definition.
Why the fuck is the video in such low quality? Hold on.
Looks hunky-dory to me.
It doesn't mean
Of the phrase review
Works
bomb,
on my
and it's
machine.
currently
there we
used
go.
by gamers and game journalists alike to mean at least two, honestly, pretty much mutually exclusive different things. And frankly, it's time to stop. Let's break down what these two definitions are, why it's actually a pretty big problem that we confuse them together, and what we can try and do to solve this super duper omega serious issue of slightly confusing gamer words.
Why do you change the music like
Gamer word.
30 seconds in?
Gamer word. I'm familiar with this one.
No problem.
It's generally agreed by all definitions that a review bomb is when there is a sudden increase in negative reviews for a game. But
What? Yeah?
Yes.
Is that...
Normally in protest. Yeah.
Well, reason.
Yeah,
Not
I was
yeah.
gonna say, there needs to be like a reason.
It's almost as if I have a feeling this is going to be answered in the next 10 seconds.
Yeah,
we're probably
gonna
fine.
have
We're
the two
probably fine.
definitions
for
as
those
what the
reviews
reasons
that is
are.
debated. Definitions that a review bomb is when there is a sudden increase in negative reviews for a game. But it's the reason for those reviews that is debated. People generally fall into one
And
or two
broke.
camps.
What?
Oh, I'm back. Go ahead.
All right.
Well,
He
I
said
think
the
his
reason
watch
is
together
debated.
broke.
So it was literally like the next 2 seconds.
I don't
I'm sorry.
think the reason matters whether it's a review bomb or not.
Because that definition of just a sudden spike in negative reviews is a fine definition. The why is redundant. I think, Rick. I think it's redundant.
Do you think it's review? Wait, but do you think it's review bombing if it's like the cause is entirely natural?
No. Okay.
What do you
So
mean by
I don't think so. So like I feel like whenever I hear review bomb, whenever I hear the phrase review bomb, it's almost always being used in a negative connotation.
Yeah.
Where it's being used by like, I don't know, a business, a corporation, a game journalist to explain like a whole bunch of people going out of their way to maliciously dislike something and not for a legitimate or natural reason. That's like 90% of the time I see review bombing.
So, like,
I almost never see someone say review bombing when it comes to a natural reaction to like a game company doing something the players don't like.
Yeah, like I would say Fix TF2 was review bombing. People like, you know, mass brigaded to make the fucking score go down. That was review bombing in my opinion because it was like a concentrated effort. If the company released an update, if like let's say they make a TF2 update, I don't know, that deletes everything and the game is unplayable. I don't know, something really bad, and like people just changed their reviews or made more negative reviews naturally, and it wasn't like a coordinated effort. Everyone just did that. I don't think that's review bombing.
No, that's just a natural reaction.
Yeah, that's just the thing that happens. That's why I was confused when he said a sudden increase
in order.
Sorry.
I don't think it really needs to be coordinated. If it's just a large sum of people all going, it doesn't have to be like one figurehead saying, go dislike this game because of this update. I feel like if it's just a big sum of players all coming to a consensus that something bad happened and so we will speak with our reviews, then I still think that's a review bomb. It doesn't have to be like coordinated or natural. As long as it's just a big, noticeable amount of dislikes or negative reviews, I think that's a review bomb.
I've never heard someone use it that way. Like I've never heard.
Not in the sense of it being a reaction to a game company doing something bad. Yeah. I almost always see review bomb being used by people defending the actions of the corporation or the game company or what have you.
Yeah.
Or like,
if we're talking about when people use the word.
No, well, yeah, I am.
Like people say review bomb to mean it's artificial. They don't mean it's natural. They don't mean it's natural.
Yeah, they say it's artificial, or that it's or not even that it's artificial. That they're just trying to paint it as a negative thing. Where like, oh, this game that I personally like is getting a shitload of negative attention and negative reviews. Therefore, it's getting review bombed because I don't think anything's wrong with it. And if you think something's wrong with it, well, you're in the wrong. That's where I see review
bomb. This video is getting review bombed by angry chuds because it's from a woman.
That's my point. Yeah, sure,
but Zesty, I feel like the implication of the statement is that it's being done disingenuously. It's not being done because people actually give a shit.
Yeah, it's being done disingenuously.
Okay, we're on the same page. Okay, cool.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't think that's why I was confused by the definition is because I was like, well, a sudden increase in negative reviews could be for a bunch of reasons. And I wouldn't call it review bombing.
So at this point, I wanted to remind people when the Genshin Impact protests happened, people went and review bombed everything on the App Store. I don't know if you guys remember this.
Everything?
Everything?
Yeah, so Google Classroom went down to a 2-star rating on the Apple App Store.
just because of
that's funny.
That's good. That's funny. That's
it was
funny.
Really funny. Yeah, read more of it.
Genshin fans are crazy. Also, Pybro said, "Would you consider the review bomb for TF2 Gold Rush malicious?"
Yeah, the latter one that brought it down into mixed reviews. Yes, was when it was 100% malicious. Because most of those were done in reaction to a bad faith video that was full of lies that were intentionally stated to make the mod look bad. So yes. And also a lot of those reviews came from people that did not play the mod and were only going there to leave a negative review because they watched a video.
I was going to say, I wouldn't really know. The thing about review bombing is it's a definition that, depending, might be what's the word? It might be necessary to know the intention or try and assess the intention of the masses when they're reviewing something. Like, I agree that I think the initial negative response to Gold Rush, though influenced by like falsehoods, wasn't directly like it wasn't directly caused by a source or a handful of people. It was people. A lot of it was people's genuine reactions to things. But it's hard to gauge, and maybe he'll get into that, but Casper will get into that. It's hard to gauge whether or not something is or isn't a review bomb sometimes.
Yes.
Usually review bombs are entirely reactionary, whether it be due to a video update, choice made by the developers where they dislike bomb a bunch of games. I think like that what happened with Bethesda, where a lot of their games were getting dislike bombed because of like Fallout 76, like back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to unfortunately ask what a TF2 Gold Rush is. This was a mod that released.
Force mod.
Yeah. Why was it hated?
So the main reasons why it was hated is because, so if I can like eloquently sum up why a lot of reasons why it was hated, is because a lot of people completely missed the point of the mod, and they focused in on, well, they excluded this, and well, I would like it in the mod, therefore the mod is bad. That's like the number one reason why people greatly dislike the mod.
Or the false impression that it's supposed to be. It's a mod that was intended to. That was, and granted, this is partially due to poor marketing, admittedly, but it was meant to recreate the feel of early, like pre-2010 TF2. But people
see, and even then,
sorry,
that's not exactly 100% correct. The intention behind the mod, like if you go back and read through the FAQ, and Richter's explained this on multiple occasions, the point of the mod was to give an authentic TF2 experience if the game's original artistic and gameplay direction was not violated post 2009, where it was meant to be like an earlier version of the game, not strictly set in some previous like hard-coded iteration. It was never meant to be TF2 from 2010. It was never meant to be TF2 a la the Gold Rush update.
Yeah.
It was meant to be it's a curated list of things that were retained if the game were to maintain its original artistic and gameplay direction. That was the point.
Yeah.
The problem is that they didn't eloquently or effectively advertise their reasoning behind excluding or including certain things. And so when people look at these things at face value, they go, well, why is the Iron Bomber not here, but the Lock and Load is? I like the Iron Bomber, therefore it should be in this mod. And then they give it a negative review.
So upon hearing that, I immediately think that Gold Rush is a poor name for the mod.
Well, no, Gold Rush is, it's hinting at the Gold Rush update from, like one of the first updates we had. And it's going back to like when the game was in its earlier phase. That's why they chose Gold Rush. Reminiscent of a time back around then. And then also the Gold Rush update, they also chose the Gold Rush update because that's when Medic got his first set of items. And one of the core points behind the Gold Rush mod is to like, what if they kept up with that formula of the Gold Rush update where each class has its own set of 3 different items, but that's where it stopped, right? And it didn't go beyond that and, bloated the gameplay with like 100 different weapons and what have you, choosing the weapons that give a different playstyle, but that still fit the artistic integrity and gameplay philosophy that the game launched with. That was the point of choosing and curating the weapons they did. But of course, that wasn't eloquently explained, not clear enough anyway. And so people look at it and go, well, why isn't the fucking Sydney Sleeper here? Therefore, the mod is bad. And
admittedly, that's like, now granted, Gold Rush was also subject to some of the most egregious examples of bad faith press I've ever seen in like a game community. Like it was really bad. Like it was bombarded by so many people for some, from my purview, very bad faith reasons, and that is not the mod's fault, and it's not the creators of the mod's fault. That being said, the way it was presented heavily muddies even the average person's impression of what they might be getting. And not like I'm not talking about like when they're playing the mod. I'm saying like the first impression that you see in the window of the Gold Rush store makes you think you might be getting something, and you don't really get that depending on the person you talk to. It's not very clear. I
think choosing I understand it's meant to replicate the feeling, but I think choosing the name of a pre-existing update was always gonna, I think that was a pitfall that could have been avoided.
I think also just
in terms of
just describing
one thing.
Well, the thing is, and like the problem isn't even the name, because then you had TF2 Classic that was known as TF2 Classic for over a decade, which was nothing resembling a classic experience, and no one ever took issue with that. So like now Gold Rush is a bad name. To me that's a non-argument.
I think it's I think it's less to do with the name and more to do with it not having an exact what's the word, like an exact, like it, the mission statement of the mod is difficult to market to the average human. Like I just, it's such a,
well, it's especially difficult to market to the average modern Team Fortress 2 player that's only ever known the modern version of the game, and they just can't fathom a version of Team Fortress 2 without all of the stuff that's currently bloating it. Like if they go back to an earlier version of the game, or rather, if they go back and play a mod that's trying to offer a completely different experience, they can't help but compare it to live Team Fortress 2 and the absence of all of the things they're used to, right? They can't just take it as a separate compartmentalized experience, and therefore it's bad if it doesn't include the things they're used to.
I mean, I always thought that Gold Rush was going to be something similar, akin to like classic RuneScape or like World of Warcraft Classic, where it basically reverts the game to a version from like years gone, because that's what people liked about it.
But that's not.
Yeah,
and see, that's
very
what
selective of what it.
But see, that's what I think that most people assumed, but that's not really the point. That's like the problem, is that I agree it was subject to horrible press, but it also wasn't really, they didn't really batten down the hatches very well to prevent themselves from being.
It was poorly
railroaded.
marketed.
Yeah, like
it was poorly marketed.
Yeah.
They did not do that well at all.
Like it's
they
easy.
did not explain what the mod is trying to do very well at all.
Like it's easy to explain, like better than Adventure, the Minecraft Legacy Minecraft mod is like, oh, here's a alternate history for what Minecraft could have been if they went down the original path. And it's like, that's like, I can explain that in one sentence. And even if you have no reference for what that might have been, you're immediately given Minecraft used to be one way when it was made by one person, and then it's changed at some point. And it's like, cool, that's all you really need. If Gold Rush, you have to go into like the art style and the ideal vision, and it's like and you have to really get someone there, especially in the TF2 community, where all of the things I just said are already contentious debates, like more so than a lot of other things. So yeah, it's a slippery slope. It's hard
to fully understand what the mod was trying to do. You would have to listen to like a 3-hour autistic ramble from the guys who worked on it. And like once you listen to it, you go, oh, that makes sense. But you need a lot of context and game history and understanding of the game in its earlier stages to know why they made the decisions they did. And most people just aren't willing to do that research or get that understanding to go like, oh, that's why they made this choice. Instead, they just go, well, I don't like it.
Yeah.
And then just leave it at that.
I feel like if they had a better mission statement, things could have gone a little bit better.
Oh, absolutely. If they were just more clear on what the mod is trying to do, and it didn't have to be perfect, but the advertising was the main
and like
shortcoming.
This is kind of silly, but like, sorry, even if they had like a mod, and they weren't ready for any of the criticism they got, and that's not like I said, that's not their fault. But even if they had like a mod Bible that was like, hey, here's why these things are here and these things aren't here. Here's like a paragraph or two on each individual thing. That'd be an overwhelming amount of work, right? But like it would would have also significantly helped probably.
Well, that's coming, so don't worry.
Yeah, no, for sure. It would have probably been nice from the get-go. And also for the record, Lonq, there were like actual like good faith criticisms people made, like the lack of certain quality of life features that people come to expect, or even some of those quality of life features that people thought were absent were actually in the mod, but you couldn't access them without like doing a console command or what have you.
Oh, that's confusing.
And it's so funny because like the only quote unquote quality of life feature that was missing and not accessible in the way it is in live TF2 is auto reload. That's the only thing that was removed. Everything else, damage numbers, all of those things were still in Gold Rush. None of them were missing.
Minimize your models,
and all those are still there. Like you have to go like all of those things are still toggleable. All of them are in the fucking Gold Rush mod. And none of them are harder to access than they are in live Team Fortress 2.
Minimize,
that's just bullshit.
Zesty, minimize view models is I could not figure it out. And in fucking base TF2, it's just a checkbox. And I opened Gold Rush, could not find it.
Doesn't the console TF_use min view models?
Well, yeah, if you're using the console, but I didn't know that.
Okay, those two things aside, everything else was there.
I think that's a fairly valid criticism, because when we were playing the Better Than Adventure thingy,
and Fig right there, min view models are in the advanced options. They're there. They are there. They're in the advanced options menu.
I could not find them when I looked. They weren't where I remember them being in the base game. Maybe I'm just dumb.
Everything's there. That's one of those shitty bad faith arguments that were in that video. It's like, well, they removed all of these things. No, they didn't. They're right there. They're in the fucking advanced options menu, just like everying else is. And then all the other custom settings that people enjoy, you have to put them in the fucking console, just like in live TF2.
I was gonna add with the Better Than Adventure mod we played. It had modded in certain quality of life features that probably wouldn't have been in Minecraft if they had gone in the original direction, but was still nice to have.
Yeah.
So that's where I draw the comparison. But apart from that, I'm struggling to relate to this conversation.
No, but you'd have to kind of play it, the Gold Rush, to really understand. It's become very contentious. Yeah.
And I don't understand why. I don't fucking get it. Like, if you
Zesty,
don't like the mod,
you know why.
then don't fucking play it.
Zesty,
well, I know why, because I know why, because I like it, and my name got attached to it, therefore it's bad. It's so fucking stupid.
Yeah, I was gonna say there's a bunch of reasons why. It's not just that, Zesty. It's also like the comparisons to TF2 Classic as well were another reason. Stepping on the toes.
As if though that mod is somehow more fucking competent than any other one, given its fucking history. If people knew the fucking history of the goddamn TF2 Classic mod, oh my god.
Yeah.
That's a video I gotta make, man. Jesus Christ.
I feel like someone has to make it. The things you've told me, like behind the scenes and stuff, have been.
It is
nuts.
fucking insanity what that mod has been through over the years.
Yeah.
Like if people knew the history of like where the mod started, how Open Fortress broke off from it, how that other mod broke off from it, and all the fucking drama and infighting and stupid decisions and broken shit that's happened over the years, the slow amount of work, the infighting and drama that's still happening to this day. There's so much nonsense that went on with this mod that if people understood its entire timeline, they'd go, wow, what the fuck were these people doing? Why is this mod such a mess? But like, that's the problem. It's never going to get that kind of negative press because it doesn't have like the chud checkmark of approval. Like it's been around so long and people have played it that people just go, oh, it's a fun mod, and they leave it at that. They can't do that with the Gold Rush mod because of who it's associated with. Like, it's automatically under a more scrutinous eye because it's associated with the contentious people in the TF2 sphere.
Yeah.
And guess what's gonna happen when when you have TF2 Classic come out and when you have Open Fortress come out? It's gonna go through the exact same life cycle. The same shit is gonna happen.
Yeah.
Because like guess who's playing TF2 Classic right now? Nobody. Who's playing Open Fortress right now? Nobody. It's like, come on.
And people.
I wish more people played Open Fortress.
And a lot of the things that that Gold Rush is getting getting railed for in public discourse is stuff that's not even its fault. It's the fault of like Valve and the way they're handling mods being made to TF2 and being published on Steam.
Yes.
Like the achievement weapons. People are like, oh, I don't want to grind for achievements. Like, well, according to the developers, they literally could not just give you the weapons. Like, they can't.
Yes, that is a requirement for the mod. If there is any vanilla Team Fortress 2 unlock, and by vanilla I mean live TF2 unlock, that you can get by achievements, that is the only way you can give them to the player. That is a rule, a requirement for every mod that is going on Steam. So any other mod that has like the fucking Dead Ringer or the Cloak and Dagger or the Direct Hit, they must deliver those items to you in the exact same way. That is a requirement.
It's really not that hard, though. If you really want to just use the weapons like off the gate, just go to like a trade server and do like get all the achievement weapons. It's not that hard.
Yes, and you can and people say in chat, use the fucking achievement manager, right? You can just farm. You can get the items instantly, just like you can in live TF2.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I'm like that's.
But it's cheating.
I mean, for the sake of like actually like judging Gold Rush as like a thing, like that's just kind of stupid. It's just not the developer's fault. Like, you shouldn't have to use an external program to, like, do all that shit. And for the record, because Torrid in chat is saying they wish that people were reasonably critical of Gold Rush. Gold Rush has issues. Like, Gold Rush has issues. It's not perfect. It's not perfect. It was horribly, in my opinion, it was horribly marketed, and and it had a bunch of issues on launch, and the way that things are structured isn't very good. The point of the mod isn't very well conveyed, both out of it and within the game and within gameplay. There are pieces of gameplay that are made worse by things being taken back in time. These are all conversations that we can have. The problem is that we can never get to those conversations because whenever people criticize Gold Rush, they start with this laundry list of things that are either not the developer's fault or not true at all. So we can never actually have the real conversation of like how good is this mod on the face of it, because we first have to because the people making the argument that the mod is bad start with all of these dumb bad arguments, and so we never actually get to the real conversations that are interesting or helpful. Yeah, that's like my that's my perspective, because I think that having conversations about whether or not the thing is good or bad is good. Like, I think that's a good thing to have, but the majority of the people who criticize Gold Rush, at least public figures, aren't doing it in good faith, or at least from my perspective, they aren't. And yeah.
Okay.
So, anyways, that was our Gold Rush tangent of the review bombing episode.
I am now very intelligent.
Are you enlightened, Lonq?
I am blessed with such knowledge that will never go to use.
That's good. We should really do a TF2 Gold Rush UFR After Dark. We have to do that.
No, we should. I think that would be valuable for people to like go and listen to. Understand that like to understand that a lot of the things that have been said about the mod are either just not true, that are just factually provably wrong, or are not the fault of the mod itself.
Yeah.
In one camp, a sudden increase of negative reviews for any reason is considered a review bomb. And in the other camp, a sudden increase in negative reviews for off-topic reasons only is considered to be a review bomb. For example, when a developer makes an unpopular political statement on social media, so people respond by dropping a wave of negative reviews as a sort of punishment for that statement, whilst making no attempt to actually share their feelings about the game that is being reviewed. There's also a second dimension to consider.
Is there an example of that?
Yeah, people...
Scott Cawthon, for example, when that whole thing happened.
When
turns out, he doesn't think the exact same way as the FNAF community does when it comes to politics.
Scott Cawthon.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Yeah, there's plenty of examples of this. Like developers saying they support like generative AI. I've seen that one be contentious and result in negative reviews.
Okay.
Yeah, this happens.
Being whether were part of some sort of organized brigading effort.
A pirate software, someone said in chat. That's another good example.
To hurt the game. Yeah. And then arguably there's a third dimension on top of that where we have to consider whether review bomb is negative or positive.
Why am I keep getting disconnected? What the fuck?
We'll talk about.
Are you using Brave?
Yes, I'm gonna not use Brave.
Off to Firefox.
I don't understand how a browser can get away with being this broken. What do you mean invalid access code?
Whilst we're waiting for him, I do want people to know I did just make a perfect snowman in Animal Crossing.
Nice.
Also, yes, the editing is very good, and Casper does good work. We're not really watching this video. I did not pick this video because I was thinking, oh man, there are going to be some bad opinions. I just thought the topic was very interesting.
Good for discussion.
Yeah, this is just a good discussion piece. But yeah, no, the editing. Casper makes great work. Welcome back, Zesty.
Those later. And to make things a little clearer from this point on, I'm going to refer to all combinations of these factors as AREs. Anomalous review events. Anytime that there's a sudden influx of reviews, positive or negative, for any reason at all, off topic or otherwise.
Yeah, someone mentioned this earlier. Do you guys think that like, can there be a positive review bomb?
No. I'm sure there are examples out there that we haven't heard of. I'm fairly confident.
But they're markedly rare because I've never once heard of a positive review bomb.
I'm trying to. I'm sure it does happen, but I cannot think of an example.
I think one example I could probably give is Multiverses, where the very final update they added fixed a lot of the problems that the game had, and it did dramatically increase the overall positive scoring on Steam. So I guess.
Yeah, but that's just like
I wouldn't really call that a
natural.
review bomb, though.
That's entirely natural.
I feel like because when you think of like a bomb, like you think like box office bomb that isn't inherently like negative, like it underperformed. Because I feel like if it was positive, it'd probably be like a review spike, maybe.
Maybe.
Because it's upward, like upwards is a spike, downwards is a bomb.
Upward.
That's my logic.
No, I think that's very valid. I guess it's a conflicting name, isn't it?
Feels oxymoronic, I guess is the right way to put it.
Too big a word for me.
Anomalous review event. A neutral term that you hopefully have no prior definitions for in your conscious or your subconscious. Back in mid-2023, during a...
Yo, what the fuck? No, we gotta watch the War Thunder ad.
I don't think it's an ad.
No,
it's not an ad. No, he's actually just... I'm an idiot.
I think he's talking about the devs of War Thunder.
I was gonna say
this happens.
Neuron activated.
This happens at least once a year with War Thunder. The big snail does something bad. People review bomb the game and they walk it back halfway. This is like the normal vicious cycle with War Thunder.
A brief break from revealing real-world military secrets on their forums, players of the game War Thunder engaged in a negative anomalous review.
I wonder if that...
Oh my god.
That's crazy. I thought that was an editing mistake. I didn't realize that was just how it is. That's so fucking crazy.
Holy.
Dude. That's crazy. That's actually...
This one was particularly bad. He'll explain why.
You know what's funny? I should that's like around the time I started YouTube, and therefore around the time I got my first War Thunder sponsor. Was like at that like, exact moment, which is kind
People sponsor literally anybody. Please, please like our game.
That's fucked up, dude. What the hell?
Did they approach you, or did you approach them?
They approached me.
Oh,
they approach everybody.
Event when the developers of the game took a brief break of their own from sponsoring YouTube videos.
No, but I was gonna say, I wonder if he is using this from the footage they give you when you're sponsored by War Thunder, because it looks like the same footage.
Kind of.
Yes, and they released an update changing the game's economy in a way which made a lot of people very angry and was widely regarded as a bad move. These negative reviews were made as a
5,000 hours.
Yeah, people. My buddy's got several thousand hours in this game. People love it. Like, listen, the game is fun. The game is good. They just do a lot of really shitty, money grubbing tactics that really piss people off, and they do it like at least once a year. And back with this update, it was massively pay to win and massively devalued like free shit you'd get, and it was really bad. People were fucking furious.
Direct response to the negative experience of playing the game at the time. These reviews were a genuine message to other players, clearly stating that this is the experience you will receive if you play the game right now, and they were a message.
Torrid, that's crazy. I was literally about to wait till the reviews were off screen to make the exact same point. That's crazy. Torrid made a really good response to my Playtime Doesn't Matter video, basically turning my admittedly not very nuanced opinion into a more nuanced discussion about when playtime might be important in addressing an opinion. And one of the things, this is an instance where a person's playtime, it probably greatly informs their opinion on something. It doesn't make it more valid or more correct necessarily, but it does mean probably means that they are going to care more about this than 2-hour Andy. That's yeah. I was literally about to say the exact same thing.
To the developers saying, "We, your players, do not like these changes." On the flip side, one of the most famous anomalous review events ever in gaming was when Campo Santo, the developers of Firewatch, declared that they would be copyright striking PewDiePie's videos where he plays their game, because of the infamous bridge incident where he dropped a racial slur. And the developers, as a result...
I've never heard of this. I didn't know this.
Me neither.
I've never.
Wow, what a monumentally dumb thing to publicly announce that you're going to do.
That is, yeah, that's not a smart.
How lobotomized do you have to be to think that's a good idea?
It's just not a good PR maneuver. They probably felt really like, I can't tell if it's like virtue signaling or if they actually felt like really strongly about it, but that's certainly a blunder. Like it's not a smart maneuver.
Virtue signaling. 100% virtue signaling.
Yeah, definitely. It's a publicity stunt.
I feel like if you're virtue signaling, you might be smarter. I don't know. Maybe.
The thing is, this was back when on Twitter you'd get like overwhelmingly positive reception, but then all of the normal human beings that don't use Twitter would react to it like a normal human being would and go, "Wow, that's really fucking stupid. Why would you do that?" And then they, react accordingly.
Yes.
Didn't want to be associated with him. Many people disagreed with Camposanto using the YouTube copyright system.
Can you stream it
in this way?
Sorry, I was interested in some of these people, like in what they're.
Many.
This is very good as a story. However, abuse the legal system. Interesting. I'm quite.
Oh, that's right. And this was a year after he'd said that. A year after he said it, which is like even worse.
Yeah, I think that killed all arguments in favor.
Yeah, this is that's crazy.
People disagreed with Camposanto using the YouTube copyright system in this way, so they decided to leave negative reviews on Firewatch.
Oh, and they got the name of the person. That's crazy.
As protesting the developer's actions. This is clearly nothing to do with the game itself. It is a complete outside factor that would not in any way change your experience of actually playing the game at the time. And the message to the developers wasn't, "We don't like your game," it was just, "We don't like you." Both of these scenarios resulted in an unusually high number of negative reviews in a short period of time. But the reason and apparent justification for those reviews could hardly be more different. Regardless of what you might have felt the term...
Do you think, I assume this is where he's going with this, but do you think both of these things are a good use of the review feature?
Yes.
Well, Jaunty said it, so I say yes, too.
Yeah. Okay, man.
Because it's like...
I
didn't want to be the first one to say yes, because when it comes to like social shit and political shit, like you can't. But I say yes.
That's my thing.
It's valid because picture this extreme case scenario. Let's say the developer is a genuine piece of shit person. I feel like it's valid to like dislike bomb all of their games and say, "Hey, do not support this creator. They are a pretty shitty person and deserves to be in fucking prison." So. It's like a warning. It's like, do not give money to this terrible person. I think that's valid.
Yeah, I guess I'm thinking about like the word review because like the Steam reviews aren't like reviews. You know, they're more meant to be like a message to a potential buyer more so than a critical look at what is good and bad in a thing necessarily. And I like if you were reviewing Firewatch, you should not mention this. You know what I mean? Like, or if you do mention it, it should have no bearing on whether or not the game is good or bad, right?
Well, no, yeah,
but like,
more like I feel like,
but like Steam reviews,
potential buyers.
Yeah, Steam reviews are different, so it's like, so it's very, yeah. That's kind of
it's more akin to a dislike bar rather than like a YouTube like video, like a critique of a game like you'd find on YouTube. It's more just like a like to dislike bar.
Yeah,
from customers. It's a bit like the tomato meter on Rotten Tomatoes, if that makes sense.
I mean, the tomato meter on that is bad. Like it's not a good.
Well, yes, because it's not nuanced enough. With like a 6 out of 10 and a 10 out of 10 are both counted as positives.
And it's back and get some coffee.
And it's completely bought out by companies, so it's just not a good measure. But yeah, no,
everyone just gives shit 7 out of 10.
I guess for Steam reviews specifically, I'd be fine with this. But if a reviewer, like someone who is a critic, made the Firewatch point, I'd take umbrage with that. I think it would be fine if they mentioned it as a way of like being like, "Hey, I don't recommend you buy this regardless." Like, I don't, like, regardless of what I think of the game and its quality, I don't think you should buy it because this person is Hitler.
If you want to play the game, pirate it, do not financially support the developer because they did something reprehensible.
Like, disclaimer at the beginning of the review, now I'm going to actually talk about, like, if the game is good or bad. Like, I think that's, like, how it should be, like, it should be handled. But, yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
Because yeah,
welcome back.
Because people in chat are talking about separating the art from the artist, and I think that when you are attempting to judge the quality of something, you should absolutely not. The actions of the artist, aside from their art, should not influence your decision in an ideal world. And it certainly shouldn't be something that if you are writing a review to publish somewhere, you should not write down, I think that this guy, I disagree with this guy politically, so I'm giving this, I kind of am biased against this guy, and I think he's bad and stupid, and his game is bad and stupid because of it. Like, you shouldn't write that down. You should try your best to excise that bias from you in your judgment. But Steam reviews are different. Yeah. It's more of a recommendation to the consumer, in which case I think it's more relevant.
So, in my opinion, when it comes to, and also, I agree with Cool, we don't live in that world, where as soon as you reveal your own biases outside of what you do as a professional, be it a game designer or, I don't know, an actor or something like that, like, for me, I'm of the opinion, stay in your fucking lane. When it comes to, like, using your status as, like, a CEO or an actor or a developer for some kind of performative activism, just shut the fuck up. That's not what you're here for. It's not why people are engaging with you. No one gives a fuck what you think. And an instant way to immediately alienate half your audience is engaging with any kind of discourse surrounding these things. And so for me, when it comes to reacting negatively to any kind of political opinion or any kind of socio-political stance these people make, I think these things are justified because it's a reminder for them to stay in your fucking lane.
I think
just shut up.
Yeah,
you make game. Focus on game. Do game.
I guess the whole PR thing is just difficult. Because on one hand, I feel you, Zesty, but on the other hand, I'm thinking of like a bunch of times throughout history where, you know, a famous person who had like, you know, we think about all of the famous people who didn't stay in their lane and they were like really dumb and you know, kind of stupid for it. You know, we were talking about Brie Larson, I think, before the stream went live, for instance. But you know, there's also like a handful of artists, musicians, athletes who didn't stay in their lane and caused great, good social change as a result. So it's
sure, but I think those are easy to discern. You know, it's easy to figure out when someone's trying to do something good instead of being openly malicious, like in the instance with Firewatch, right? And when you have someone being like openly malicious towards someone they disagree with, we're like, oh, I'm gonna file DMCA takedowns on you. Like, fuck off.
That would be
that's what I mean.
That would be my distinction is if your activism directly plays a role in, if your activism does not pertain to the thing that you do, and yet it interferes with the thing that you do, you've probably gone about it the wrong way. But, you know, this gets into, like, some other conversations about the world. Also, people talking about fucking separating the art from the artist is impossible and we can't do it. You absolutely can. If you are writing down an argument, your argument should not at all hinge on the actions of the artist. It should have nothing to do with the actions of your opinion of the art on a subjective level can. But, like, if you're writing down a constructive breakdown of something, of a piece of media or a piece of art, your feelings about the artist should not be included in that, like, in that analysis. It should have nothing to do with it. I
feel like an extreme member case of that is when the art actually has elements of the artist in it, like I'm just going to say, like, Kanye's music lately, a lot of it is about just what's going on with him right now, so cases like that can be harder, but, like, if it's just, like, a fictional movie, like, let's say X-Men, I think, like, X2, like, the director, I'm pretty sure, is a sex offender, but the movie by itself, if you ignore, like, the director's actions, the movie itself is still fine.
Yeah.
Like, that you can separate the art from the artist there, because what the directors is not, like, present in the film, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but
it's a very small-minded take to just not have that functionality of cognitive dissonance.
I agree. And that's not to say anyone who has trouble with this is stupid. It's more to say that it's, if you are in the field of analyzing things critically, analyzing art critically, it is incredibly important. And, like, also, like with Kanye, right? Like if you were judging, I've not heard a Kanye song in a while, or like a recent Kanye song.
Not missing much.
But like if you, that's good. You're gonna take umbrage with people in the chat. The chat loves Kanye, but if he's making songs about Nazism or whatever, you can judge those songs without judging the ideology. You can open your review by saying, "Hey, this guy is bad. This guy is awful," and then you can continue and be like, "Hey, but I'm going to judge how well these bars actually make sense," and then you could talk about how fucking all this bullshit doesn't make any sense because a lot of the stuff Kanye says is completely nonsensical. Like that's like, and we could talk about that and talk about the musical composition without ever mentioning the horrific implications of Nazism. Like we don't have to talk about that really. Regardless of how intertwined it is. That's my perspective anyways.
Also, Arthur in chat mentioned, isn't judging the art based on the artist kind of an ad hominem with extra steps?
Yeah. It's literally attacking, if you describe the art as an argument, or as the art as something to be criticized, then yeah, because you're stepping past the thing to be criticized to criticize the person who said it or made it.
Yeah, this game is not good because the developer said something stinky poo poo.
Yeah.
Like, okay, but that has nothing to do with the quality of the thing itself.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'd classify that as an ad hominem.
Yeah, I would
with
agree.
Extra steps.
Zesty, you're awfully quiet over there.
I don't know anything about Kanye, so I can't really contribute.
Okay. I was.
I don't listen to Kanye. I don't know what he does. I got nothing.
You've probably heard him on the radio, but
I mean, sure. I mean, I know who he is. I know he makes music, but I don't really keep up with I don't have the certain flavor of autism some other people do, where they like obsessively follow a celebrity or musician's like every move socially, and like, oh my god, did you see the tweet he put out yesterday? Like I don't engage in that, so I have no idea what he says or what he does.
Yeah.
Aren't you chronically on Twitter though?
No.
If you were, he'd be depressed, especially Zesty.
I'm not. But like, okay, but like, I don't like circling back to myself, but this is like the shit that I experienced where, people want to like kill me, but they go, well, his videos are good, or well, he brings up a good point or brings up a good argument. I fucking hate him though. That's like, it's the shit I deal with that every fucking day, where people can very easily separate my past actions or beliefs from the videos I make and the points that I make in them.
Heartbreaking. The worst person you know just made a valid point.
Yeah.
No, yeah. And someone also said like funny. Let me scroll back up to it because I found this funny. Where is it? God, where was this comment? I have to go back and find it. Your chat moves too fast. You can separate art from the artist where the art isn't so distinct that it can't be provided by another artist.
Is that Torrid? That sounds like Torrid. Yeah, that's Torrid. Yeah. I think that, I don't know if I agree. I just think that you can always separate the art from the artist unilaterally. It's just a matter of, and I'm not talking about like emotionally on your, like in your heart of hearts or whatever. I'm just talking about like on the page. Like if you're writing something down, if you're constructing an analysis of a work, you can always separate the art from the artist. And it's important to do so.
Yes.
I agree.
Review meant before starting this video. I'm sure we can all agree that these are two ultimately very...
I'm sorry. I don't mean to belabor the point. Also, there's not even, like, in a lot of these cases where people struggle to separate the art from the artist, there's not even a guarantee that you know the artist well enough to be able to make a judgment call on whether or not their actions or lack thereof are an indication of the art they're making anyways. So you get to a point of parasociality where people, like with Tyler the Creator's earlier work, if you ask him, a lot of that stuff was him just being edgy for the sake of it because he knew people would get a reaction out of it. And a lot of that wasn't even him. Like, it's not something he believed. Like that, so it's like, but if you were there in the moment, a lot of people did believe that he was doing it. Like, that he believed a lot of the things he said. And if you like, you don't even know that artist well enough to know whether they do or don't believe the things in their art. How the fuck are you going to include that in an actual thing? Like, in actual analysis of their work? Like, it becomes like parasocial. You're trying to figure out what the fuck they think. And it's like, chill. Just talk about the music. Just talk about the things they do, you know? Anyways, sorry.
Different situations. And using the same term to describe both of them is confusing at best and outright harmful at worst. Because by allowing both scenarios to be called review bombs without any further clarification, we allow the possibility for the genuine and fully deserved criticism of actual gameplay experience to just be hand-waved away as a personal protest. Or at the other extreme, we risk giving unrelated, off-topic protest the same weight and importance that we would otherwise only give to genuinely justified gameplay criticism. And in an age of internet culture so painfully addicted to only reading the headline, boiling complex topics down to 240 characters or fewer, or, God forbid, a 60-second vertical video, I think it's especially important today, perhaps more than ever, that we make it super clear exactly what we're talking about as quickly and as simply as possible. And this is especially true in fields like game journalism, where the headlines, tweets...
Lucid, your mic's echoing.
Yeah, your mic,
Oh,
you're
sorry.
echoing, Lucid.
I'm sorry, my bad.
No, it's fine.
Also,
Like, why the fuck is there, like, the audio playing twice?
I don't know. It's not for me.
And what were we saying?
I was gonna say, is Casper aware that, especially in the TF2 space, this is frowned upon?
What?
What's frowned upon?
He's talking about being ultra specific and like pointed about what you say and what you mean. People hate that on the internet in general, but especially in the TF2 community, people fucking despise that. People hate this show for that reason.
Long man bad. Long man bad.
People hate this show because I have talked to people who hate this show because we talk too much and we try and get way too specific about things that people say.
Is that not
God
the
forbid
point of
we
all
explain ourselves.
communication? Yeah.
You see, brevity's the soul of wit. Succinctity is important. Something. Yeah.
But what if being very long-winded is being succinct in order to get your point across?
You see, that doesn't exist.
So I'm trying to get to a deeper understanding of something is just bad, okay? We got to keep everything at service level engagements. Otherwise, how can I stay mad at you?
I have heard people countless times criticize Zesty for just caring too much and talking too much and being too like talking. I feel like I've heard people call Zesty pretentious, like before, which is just, like it's just it's the funniest thing because he's very off the cuff. He's just matter of fact about things. Like I've been called pretentious for the same reason. Like it's
why?
just,
because you're confident about your opinion. Is that why?
It's just people don't. A lot of times on the internet, just don't want to hear. They don't want this, you know. Like they don't want what Casper is. Casper is not spitting facts to a lot of people. Casper is spitting heresy to a lot of people. I agree with him though, because I think being specific and honest with yourself is good.
It's good in general, not just with yourself, but with other people, and having any kind of conversation. Living in vagueness is bad. I lost my train of thought.
Oh, you tried, buddy. Don't worry.
Alan, what do you think about this?
I do not.
You don't think you don't have any thoughts about being specific about the words you say?
People should just be real, but then it's like you're on the internet, so there's no repercussions for just like dogpiling someone because you're a no one.
Yeah.
There's also not a lot of social value in getting into the specifics of something, because if you never address the specifics of someone's argument, you never risk being proven wrong, and no one likes being proven wrong on the internet. So
if you're vague enough, people will be like, what about this? Because if you provide examples, that means, oh, wait, people can discredit me or debunk my arguments. It's like, just take it on the chin. If you're wrong, just learn and grow, because just all that matters is that you're honest, integral, and accurate. That's what I care.
Yeah, and this is just a general problem with the internet and Twitter, internet, Reddit discourse in general, is like no one strikes at the core of an argument or like what they take issue with. they kind of dance around it just so they can keep shitting on somebody or continuing the fight because again, they attack the person, they never attack the argument because again, it's more socially valuable to do that because again, they don't want to be proven wrong.
Yeah.
Well, they go, oh, what about this thing? And they do a lot of whataboutisms as well as like, oh, if you don't just like it here, then why do you like it here? It's like, I think it's bad in both cases. Shocker, I have consistent standards.
Me and Alan have a mutual friend of ours who regularly will make statements that he doesn't believe in just to get a reaction out of either of us. Usually me, but sometimes it's Alan. And then like when we actually talk about them and break down like what they said, they'll be like, "Oh, I don't believe that. I just wanted to see what would happen." And it's the most fucking infuriating thing because how the fuck can anyone ever get anywhere?
Why do you keep this person around? I'm very confused.
Alan, why do we?
It is simultaneously serious and a joke, depending on the reaction.
Alan.
Yeah.
Alan, weigh in.
He's pretty cool.
There you go.
Yeah. Anyways.
Line's tweets or extremely abridged video versions are more often than not.
Massive echo. Now we have 2 people echoing the video.
Oh, sorry, that's me. Yeah, I have to mute.
I don't know what the fuck. Mine shouldn't be echoing.
What's going on?
I'm over here.
Do you guys listen with speakers?
No.
Yeah, so I use the speakers. So I just mute my mic.
Is your headphones right next to the microphone?
Not anymore.
Okay.
See, so using review bomb to
Is it fine now?
Yeah, it's fine then.
describe both extremes of this spectrum simply doesn't work anymore. But a spectrum is what it is, and things aren't always so black and white. In May 2024, the publishers of breakout bug extermination simulator Helldivers 2, Sony PlayStation, declared that they were going to start enforcing their PlayStation account requirement to play the game. This meant that to continue playing the game on Steam, you now had to log in or create a PlayStation account if you hadn't already done that. Whilst perhaps a real but ultimately minor frustration on its own, this account requirement caused a much bigger issue, because up until that point, Helldivers 2 was available worldwide on Steam, but PlayStation accounts were only available to a comparatively small number of countries. And according to Sony's...
fucking insane. When you, like, looking... I know it has nothing to do with the review bombing, but like looking back on that shit was fucking insane.
Yeah.
Oh my god. People reacted to that appropriately with being pissed off and review bombing the game. My god.
Yeah, I agree.
Own terms and conditions.
I got nothing for that. I've actually never heard about what the situation was for Helldivers 2. I never learned. I just heard everyone was mad because I never played the game. I never was interested in playing it, so I just heard everyone was mad and never learned about why.
If you made an account for a country other than the one that you were actually playing from...
You're echoing, Lucid.
What the fuck? Why? Also, I couldn't have been echoing. I heard it. Oh, wait, no, I have monitors. I'm a dumbass. Never mind. I'm going to stand over here.
You are ultimately breaking those terms and conditions.
I think if I just get too close to my mic, it does that.
It's so weird.
Yeah, this never happened.
How loud are your
before.
headphones?
Not that loud. They're as loud as they ever.
I mean, it's not echoing us. That's what's interesting.
Giving Sony a right to ban your account.
No, it's Alan. Alan, fix it.
Alan,
what?
It's Alan. It's you. Your circle lights up whenever I play the video.
It's you.
What?
It's coming from you. The circle.
I hit play then.
Inarguably negatively affected thousands of people who were effectively...
Yeah, it's gone now.
Maybe.
Upon further diagnosis.
Upon further reverb.
having their game deleted from their Steam accounts. And those people could leave negative Steam reviews with obvious justification. But what we actually saw in this instance was over 200,000 negative Steam reviews in a single week, which included those in those affected countries who could no longer play the game without breaking T's and C's. But it also included plenty of people who weren't personally affected by the account requirement, but still wanted to leave a negative review to essentially stand up against a decision that they felt was wrong. In this case, a lot of people leaving negative reviews didn't have their own gameplay experience significantly affected, and a lot of people who would be reading those reviews to decide whether they wanted to buy the game also wouldn't be affected by this change, as the majority would be in countries where they could make a PlayStation account and essentially be unaffected by this decision. this particular anomalous review event.
I'm sorry, I'm not pausing it because I wanted to wait for him to make a point. Which is because I agree. Yes. I feel weird going like 30 seconds without pausing the video.
Lies somewhere awkwardly in between the two extremes that we talked about earlier. Are the negative reviews completely off topic? No, not at all. But they also don't relate to the experience of playing the game itself. At least not for every potential player. And a lot of...
Yeah, but if you...
It's all... The thing is, it all still relates to gameplay reason. And even though it doesn't affect you directly, it's still like, oh, sympathy for someone else is being affected negatively because like you yourself could envision a world where you just you suddenly can't play the game because you live in a different country.
Yeah, you don't have to dislike the game. You don't have to give a bad review just because of something you personally experienced. Like people have added like, oh, because if you're playing a game and your experience, maybe you play it weird. Like there's an example of Jaunty, you know Synthetic Man, right?
Yes, I am aware of that guy.
Yeah. So Synthetic Man did a review of God of War Ragnarok, and in his streams, he didn't upgrade any of his tools until halfway through the game. So the whole game, he complained that the game was too hard, and then he upgraded everything at once, like halfway through, and then complained that the game was too easy. and like, okay, that guy, right? If that were in his review, even though he would be reviewing it based off his experience. That his experience would be insane and not representative of the average person. If he were a good reviewer, he would try and account for both his experience and the potential experiences of other people based off his knowledge of the game. So it's like, if you review Helldivers and you're like, well, I didn't get my account taken away, but the fact that this can happen is stupid, that's still an indication of the game's quality, whether it's your personal experience or not.
Hell, if anything, if you end up in a situation where you forget about a gameplay mechanic, you should probably replay the game with that in mind and see if your experience changes. I feel like in terms of like having integrity, you should do that as a reviewer in order to be, honest, accurate, and have integrity.
Yeah. Also, Moronic Rock brings up a good example, like TF2, people being like, well, the fucking the bad performance of this map, it was fine for me. The matchmaking worked fine for me. I didn't miss a single game during Halloween. And it's like, bro,
I can talk. Therefore, it's not a bad. Therefore, being free to play is being muted isn't an issue.
Yeah,
like,
no, it's fine for me. Yeah, it's like,
I mean, that's like a perfect example right there. The unmute free to play thing. It wasn't something that affected everybody, but it affected enough people, and it was something that was obviously the game company should not be doing. Also, because it doesn't impact you directly doesn't mean that it's not impacting gameplay negatively for others.
Yeah, and it also impacts gameplay negatively for other people anyways, because if like one team has all free to plays, they can't communicate with each other at all, and then the other team is full of paid players. Like the paid players obviously have an inherent advantage just because they can talk. Like, and
to briefly touch on like casual, like. For like somebody in the States playing at peak hour, you will find the game pretty easily on most maps. But if you're like me, who lives in the Australia, we have a significantly smaller play amount. So you have to basically only queue for like the most popular maps. Otherwise, you will never find a fucking game.
Yeah.
Well, you can't find a game right now anyways in TF2. I don't know if anyone else is experiencing this, but the fucking matchmaker's been broken since Smithmas ended. Good luck finding any game in any reasonable amount of time on any map.
I don't have anyone on my friends list who actually played the Smithmas update.
Also, like the EXP bug.
Did anything happen in the Smithmas update at all? Because I have genuinely spoken to no one in my circles who have actually played it.
Same shit, different update. Mediocre to outright terrible maps. Matchmaking breaks for a few days. Maps are dead after a few days. Nothing.
I didn't even see different. A Smithmas update recap from any of the usual suspects this year.
No, because the update blew. Like, what was there to talk about?
It's
they added
a
snowman shoulder pad.
Year.
Snowman shoulder pad and a fucking giant nutcracker on a map. Fantastic. And all the maps died in less than a week.
I feel like at this point, it's no wonder people are leaving on masses because there's nothing to fucking talk about. It's just like, oh wow, another hat box. Oh wow, more maps that aren't really that interesting. Okay, what else is there to do apart from just play the game? If you can.
Bless you. That was a sneeze. Oh, bless you again.
Bless you.
Works on my machine. I can play. I can enjoy the Nutcracker on my machine. So Therefore, there's nothing.
It doesn't
wrong with the
affect
game.
me. Therefore, it's not a problem. It's like that kind of like,
that's like and now you're gonna now I've been triggered. Where I've been triggered. But that's like something that bothers me the most is we're like, well, I don't care, so why do you care? That doesn't impact me, argument. So why are you leaving this negative review? You're being negative for no reason.
Just no sense of empathy.
Why do you care so much? Just log off, Unc. Go, just touch grass.
Yeah, no sense of empathy whatsoever, and that's like, and that's representative of like a small minority of like actual people that play video games, and that's why this Helldivers thing happened. Is because most people have empathy for their fellow gamer. We're like, oh shit, they suddenly can't play this game. That is a bad thing. I will leave this negative review.
Online have friends overseas who do live in these countries. It's like, oh, I can't play with my friend anymore. That sucks. I'm going to protest to help them.
Yeah.
So. You know.
Yes.
People can and will continue to play the game unaffected by this change. The Helldivers incident also highlights a fourth dimension of AREs that we didn't consider when we were talking about the first three dimensions.
I wasn't ready for the fourth dimensional cube. That was kind of crazy.
Oh my god, we got a Tesseract in here.
Oh my gosh.
Bandwagoning. Oftentimes when a review event like this is happening, a lot of people will become aware of it and decide to pile on. These people may very well be leaving a review that is their genuine feelings about the game or the decision that's been made, but they wouldn't have otherwise left that review if it wasn't just to join in on the action. The other side of this behavior is brigading, which is when an individual or group actively encourages people to leave negative reviews. Again, those reviews might accurately reflect the opinions of the people leaving.
I would like to, at this point in the show, I would like everyone to go to just look up Casper review bomb, and I'd like everyone to review bomb them positively and leave updates on their video. I feel like we can be the change we want to see in the world. And
like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm.
Like the video.
So comment on the video. Just type the 2 words thumbs up and then leave a thumbs up and nothing else.
Yeah. Actually, I would like you to comment. What's a funny thing they could all comment collectively?
Consider.
No,
subscribe to Lonqudor.
Consider.
No. Yeah, no, just put in all caps, just put consider and just comment that repeatedly. Please.
Casper will be so confused, like, what the fuck is going on?
I think that'd be good.
Am I being botted? You think you might be like botted?
Yeah. Can I ask
please, Casper, if you're watching
the
this,
hype feature, does it do anything?
The light
good?
Feature?
I have no idea.
No,
I have no clue.
The hype feature? No, it's good in the algorithm. I know that.
Okay, so it is practical and it's not just like more key jingling.
No, it does do something. I'm not sure what, because I'm not, I don't have access to the algorithm shit, but like it does do stuff.
Wait, I've never heard of this. What's a hype feature?
You don't? Oh, seriously, you really don't?
No, what's this on YouTube?
Bro, wait, hold on. I gotta check right now what Zesty's newest video's hype is.
I don't know. What? Is this something you can see on YouTube, or how do you see this?
Yeah, on mobile, like 3 times a week, you can hype a video, and then if you do, it like boosts it in the algorithm.
Wait, you didn't know this either, Jaunty?
How does that work?
I don't know. Never heard of this. What?
Yeah, this was added like a month ago, maybe earlier.
Huh?
I saw it in the chat, in like the stream chat, where it's like hyped like chat messages, but it's like, huh?
Yeah, there's a tier list of like the most hyped videos of like every month.
Zesty, your video only has 1,000 hype points, dude. You got to get your fucking points up, my guy. This is crazy.
I don't know what that means. I have to pay for it?
No, you don't pay for it. You get free points like 3 times a week, and you can use them as a user on
the
specific
points
videos.
To use as well.
So what you do is you go into your alternate account, you hype the video, and then you tell people in the video to hype the video. Although I've never seen anyone do that though.
You've never seen anyone hype the video, bro? My video has my fucking web fishing video has like 300k points. It's kind of stupid.
Oh, okay.
Hold on.
Okay, so yeah,
I gotta flex my hype real quick.
I have never heard anyone actually like watching a video. I've never heard anyone say hype this video. I think that's because no one knows about the feature because it's only on mobile.
Yeah, they ushered this out, and I'm completely unaware of it.
So you just allow it to just artificially inflate via like the visibility of a video.
The hype of the video isn't permanent. The hype of the video is based off of its like, I think it's weekly hype. So it's like my video had like 300k, and now it has like 1.5 or something. So Zesty's probably had a lot more.
The hype then? Can't you just use bot accounts to hype videos up?
I mean, maybe, but I haven't seen it happen yet. It probably has happened.
I don't see why that wouldn't happen.
Yeah, like, genuinely, if there's no shame in it, just in your mate's Discord server, link your video and say, anyone got any hype points? Just why not? It's free. It's all
free algorithm.
Then it would look like, oh, he's just trying to get more views for money.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm trying to do.
I mean, well, no, because you're not paying. The people don't pay for these points. You can't pay.
No,
for more
but
points.
like if you get hyped up, then it gets pushed to more people. Then like, oh, he just wants more ad revenue. He's a grifter.
I mean,
well,
your video probably you could check how much your video has been hyped in your statistics, Zesty.
How do I do that?
Hold on. We're taking a hype break.
Can I like do that? Can I do that on like the YouTube studio?
Yeah. You just go to content, and then you go to your video analytics.
Like, I understand why they added this feature. It's mainly to like help smaller up and coming creators to get more visibility.
Yeah,
like, wow, this video is really good, but this guy only has like 2K subscribers. I'm gonna help hype this video up and show them to more people, and then you'll also like do hype points and then share it in Discord servers. Yada yada.
Analytics,
engagement.
Like they had good intentions with this feature. It's just like
engagements,
a bit like odd.
My engagement and this one is apparently like rock bottom.
What do you mean?
It is flatlined apparently.
You're engaged. So right below the engagement graph, there should be your likes versus dislikes, and to the left of that should be your hype.
0 hype points and 0 hypes apparently.
In what video?
On my latest one on my second channel.
Oh, that's crazy. Wow.
Okay.
Depressing.
Cool. I don't care. That doesn't do anything for me.
Doesn't affect you? You don't care?
You didn't know about is at 0. How does that make you feel?
Listen, I didn't even know it was a feature, so that means a whole hell of a lot of other people don't know it's a feature.
Yeah, no, I've seen no one talk about it, but apparently it does something.
Yeah. Yeah, Zesty, your channel's dying. Wake up.
True.
Normally in this kind of creator space where YouTube will have a feature, it's either AI or they're ripping something off from another platform, and I can't think of where this hype feature has come from. Are there any other platforms that have a similar?
Does Twitch
have a hype feature?
They have hype trains where it encourages more people.
Yeah, but I don't think that makes
sub and shit.
I don't think they have a feature where you can like promote someone in the algorithm. At least not that I'm aware of.
I mean, there's raids where it's like when you finish a stream, you just dump your viewers to another streamer.
I guess that does do that. Twitch has a fucked algorithm though, because they've made everything on mobile stupid, and now it's like shorts, but it's fucking. I hate it. Every time I look at Twitch, I just get more frustrated. So I just don't.
Remember that one time where like this like fucking furry VTuber got promoted on like the front page?
No. Yeah, what? This is a you thing. This is
right.
It's a you thing. This is a you thing.
I heard about this. I'm not on the internet.
Neither am I.
I think Zesty knows what I'm talking about, right?
I unfortunately know what you're talking about only because
both of
you brought it. You brought it up before, and I mentally in my Discord. In my Discord, we were talking about it, and it mentally scarred me for life. The fact that could even be a thing. Good God.
From what I understand, you couldn't like sometimes Twitch will promote smaller content creators or something like that. Is that how it works?
I don't know.
And one of them was like a very furry vor, or I don't know. I just associate those two words together.
We're not going to repeat what it was.
Them, but the reviews ultimately wouldn't have been made if not for the encouragement of others. However, those reviews might not reflect the actual opinions of the game, or even be from real accounts at all. Steam, as a review platform, has the benefit of at least requiring accounts to have purchased the game to leave a review, which does reduce the impact of this particular approach, of course, on Steam specifically. But even then, really determined brigaders...
Guys, we really don't have to talk about the explicit details of what happened on the Twitch front page. Like, I'm really actually good. I'm just going to look away from chat for like the next 5 minutes. I'm actually fine.
Could encourage people to buy the game, leave a negative review, and then refund it. And with all of these many dimensions and variations considered, we're still yet to talk about positive anomalous review events.
Yes.
Sure, we typically hear about review bombs when gamers want to highlight a perceived issue, but an update that, say, massively improves the quality of a game could absolutely result in a surge of positive reviews. And then again, on the flip side of that, an out-of-game action, such as a developer making a large charitable donation, can and has resulted in a wave of off-topic positive reviews on games.
That would be so funny.
You don't really see people talking about it because of, blah, 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 negativity bias.
Yeah.
For example, when Ubisoft donated €500,000 to the restoration of Notre Dame after a massive fire in 2019, the game received a massive influx of positive reviews, not commenting on the gameplay, but they were simply there to effectively thank Ubisoft for their donation.
Why the fuck did he use that sound effect? What the fuck? Why did he make it sound like a tragedy?
Thank.
He made that shit sound like a guy fucking got ran over or some shit.
To be fair, though, I was quite sad that my hard work had been undone through all of these charitable donations.
Yeah, all those kids you gave cancer to, and now they have money to...
No, I started the fire. That was me.
Oh, shit.
Screw him, friends, brother.
They were simply there to effectively thank Ubisoft for their donation.
That's so fucking funny. I'm sorry.
It sounds so negative.
They were there to thank Ubisoft. Fucking hate Ubisoft.
Nation.
Whoa.
There's the car.
So, as it stands, we've got negative reviews and positive reviews. Reviews for objectively game-related reasons, and reviews for objectively out-of-game reasons. Reviews which have been...
Kate in the chat saw the cat and said it's ColecoVision. That's all.
Oh my god.
Entirely by individual choice, reviews which have been made with the intent to join in on a trend, and reviews which have been made as part of coordinated action, and sometimes reviews which haven't even been made by individuals at all, but by someone with multiple accounts, or even fake botted accounts. Any and all combinations of these factors are all referred to by just a single two-word phrase. Review bomb. Can you see now why that might be a problem? Whilst some might argue Valve are pretty inactive on most important issues, you couldn't...
One might argue that. One might hazard to say that Valve is in fact inactive on most important issues. One might say that.
Yes.
Potentially.
One could say that.
Really make that argument for their position on review bombs. In 2019, they committed to manually identifying and flagging what they called off-topic review bombs, which they defined as reviews they, quote, consider unrelated to the likelihood that future purchasers will be happy if they buy the game, end quote. But that's off-topic review bombs specifically. So at the same time, they define the phrase review bomb on its own as, quote, a large number of reviews in a short period of time, end quote. For all of the reasons that I've spent the last 10.5 minutes discussing, using that phrase to mean something so broad is asking for trouble, especially when that's just one entity's definition and it's not something that is...
I mean, that's Valve keeping things intentionally vague, and it's probably only going to be enacted whenever something extremely anomalous and openly malicious is being done. Like when you actually have like a massive wave of bots downvoting a game for one reason or another, then they'll step in and obviously remove those things. But if Valve were to step in and say remove positive reviews because of the donation to Notre Dame, or negative reviews because of, I don't know, saying you're going to DMC a YouTuber, I don't think Valve would want to land themselves in such hot water where they'll go out of their way and remove those reviews from the score. Yeah. They keep it intentionally vague so they can enact it whenever they feel it's necessary. And again, likely for those cases where it's something that's obviously openly malicious from, bad actors using bots or something.
They did specify in the second half of the sentence that was highlighted that it was aimed at lowering the review score specifically. So no positive review bombing would affect it. Would be affected.
Well, also, I mean, I think you could obviously, positive vote bot a like a scam game or something, or like a fucking crypto miner. That has happened before, where they get like waves of positive reviews trying to boost that on Steam.
And they probably would do something about that.
Yeah.
Guys, this video is called "We Need to Talk About Review Bombs" by Casper.
Necessarily widely agreed upon. And if that wasn't bad enough, Valve don't even seem to agree with their own definition. Remember the War Thunder anomalous review event we talked about earlier? The one where a gameplay update was universally hated, so people left reviews saying how they hated it. This is flagged manually by Valve as an off-topic review bomb.
I was going to say this does happen frequently.
It's probably AI. Like it's definitely not being done by human hands. It's definitely Valve using some kind of AI to detect whether or not something's anomalous, and it's probably only because of the volume of dislikes.
Probably.
It's guaranteed not a human being looking at these things and discerning whether or not it's real.
I think they have done.
Valve has 300 fucking employees. There's not like some guy on call 24/7 reviewing the goddamn reviews. There's just not a chance in hell.
They also. Like, they have done this retroactively for review bombs that happened before they made this change as well, which is interesting.
Which, for me, just further signifies that it's AI, because there's no human being going back and looking at these ancient reviews. It has to be some program scrubbing through these things and doing some kind of flag.
Yes.
Because Valve's all about automation.
Yeah, no, I feel like it's probably AI. There's no way they actually manually did all of this.
Yeah.
If you click to read the negative reviews during this period, you will see that almost every single one is complaining very directly about recent changes to the actual game. Remember, Valve's definition of off-topic review bombs was anything unrelated to the likelihood that future purchasers will be happy if they buy the game. Horrific changes to a game's in-game economy, so loathed by the players that the developers actually agreed and then removed those changes.
Is that AI? That lion looks
AI
as fuck.
Yes.
Yeah.
It probably is.
That's disgusting.
Knowing Gaijin, probably.
That's gross, dude. That would explain why the lion is, like, the coin is standing slightly off kilter, so it doesn't look right. It doesn't look like it should be standing, but it is for some reason.
You look like...
Also, the Roman numerals should be a dead giveaway.
Oh,
Yeah,
shit,
and
you're
also,
right.
like,
Fuck,
look-
I'm an idiot.
Oh yeah,
I
they're
was
off.
looking at the reflection of the coin. The reflection is towards the bottom instead of towards where the light source would be.
Oh, that's true. Fuck, man, you guys are so smart.
Oh, thank you, Lucid. I love you too.
I was trying to count, like, the Roman numerals, so it's, like, 3, 3...
4.
Wait, no. That's not 4. That's 1, 1, 7.
Oh yeah, that is a 7.
That's a 7. So that's 117. That's 1 V upside down V 1, except it's melded with the fucking lions. Who the fuck knows? 5. Who even? And then it's like 11. Or no, that's 9. That's so bad, dude. That's really bad.
That's Gaijin.
That's awful, dude.
Is absolutely something which would affect the happiness of future purchasers who buy the game. Yet Valve's manual review has decided that this
Definitely
is
not
off
manual.
topic. On the flip side,
Oop. Nope, go back.
decided that this is off topic. On the flip side,
Fuck, you bitch. I hate.
this
Stop that.
is off topic. On the flip
Hey, I got it on the. Doing this.
I'd say.
It's just making fun of the fact they use the same transition twice in a row.
Yes, I did the same transition.
In January
What about it?
2024, Resident Evil Revelations received a patch adding DRM to the game. Almost 10 years.
This is one of the most common reasons I see for dislike bombs, and it's almost entirely justified.
Yeah, Sega
they
did it for a lot of their
DRM?
games, and it just makes the game run worse, and it doesn't actually prevent piracy. Pretty shitty.
Yep.
Fuck.
Is DRM like an anti-cheat then?
It's
It's like
No, DRM is to
anti,
prevent piracy and verifying you actually own the game. You have to connect. You
A
have
lot
to
of
have
it's like
internet. Basically, you have to have
Denuvo.
internet connection to play the game.
yes. What Zesty
Yeah,
said.
Denuvo is a big one that just really sucks, and like they removed it from like Sonic Mania specifically because like everybody complained about it being in Sonic Mania, so they removed it. Which thank fuck.
after its initial release, and it received a wave of negative reviews as a result. Valve's FAQ, released alongside their off-topic review bomb definition, states that complaints about DRM are specifically something that they consider off-topic. So, what did they do about all of these? By their very explicit own definition, off-topic reviews? Nothing. There is nothing on this game.
So how do you explain this one, Zesty? If it's AI, then what are we doing here?
Well, I mean, you have false positives and
No,
what's
but
a false
like,
positive and true
look,
negatives.
look at the graph, dude. How the fuck? What? How does the AI
Listen,
miss this one?
Listen, man, I don't know. All I
How
know
old is
is
the
that
review?
there's not a chance in hell human hands are doing this.
But do you think
And
that it would
AI
be
and-
more okay?
And AI is also not perfect. And also, we don't know what it looks at. We don't know. It probably looks at everything. It probably looks at like the volume of reviews. It probably looks at what the reviews are saying. I don't know what triggers it or not, but it's definitely not human hands.
No, okay, but do you think it would be more or less likely for an AI to miss this, or a person who's manually going through every game to find it?
Oh, an AI for sure, because an AI is only as good as the data you're training it on, and each game is different in terms of what the review bombs come in for.
But
and if you're just looking at and then if it's something that's like purely text based, I don't know. All I know is that whenever Valve automates something, it's broken for a long time, and it eventually kind of sorts itself out. It's guaranteed not human hands.
I think that it could be human, and a human being just didn't have the time to look through this particular instance.
But they did for the Warhammer one, and
You mean
deemed it off
War
topic when it
Thunder?
wasn't.
I'm saying that,
War
like,
Thunder.
I think it makes more sense that a human missed an instance of this happening than an AI missing it, because because this is such a egregious example. Also, like, there's also
Well,
just
so was the one
potential-
about War Thunder. So then why would then this goes back on
Yeah,
that argument?
but
It's like
if
why
it
would the AI? Well, why would the AI flag that as one that's actually an off-topic one when it's very clearly not?
Well, if the AI were doing
It's
it, I
the
imagine it'd be
AI
more.
fucking up.
If it were the AI doing it, it'd probably be more consistent than a human doing it.
No, that's not true at all.
How the fuck would a
If you-
human
if you-
miss this? Or how would an AI miss this? And a human doesn't have...
Let's go to the extreme here. If you have someone whose job, and it's only their job to look at reviews all the time, and they have some program that will automatically flag an event where you see like a massive amount of dislikes, and a human goes in there and reads the reviews, there's not a chance in hell they're going to mislabel that as something that's off topic, right?
No, but I don't know. I'm
So-
saying that a human being doesn't necessarily have the ability to read all the reviews. I'm saying that Valve could very well have a person who does this, but it's an impossible task, so they just missed this one.
Thing is, it's
I
not an
don't know,
impossible task, because
I
how
don't
often does
think
this
so,
happen?
because if they look at the big spike and see what a good like a handful of reviews are saying, and they say it's like the DRM, and they don't flag it, then I don't see how a human would, unless the person in question looking at it just doesn't know about DRMs being classified as off topic.
Well, and
Which
also,
I would-
then also you have to think about how often does this happen? Once a day, once a week, when you have like a massive dislike bomb like this on a game. It's like a single human being could very much handle this if they were just checking flags, right? They can just go in, check the flags for the day, look at it, and go, yes, this is bullshit, or yes, this is real, and then move on from there. But Valve doesn't want to do that because they don't want their few human hands doing something that's not making money. So they very much coded up some kind of AI program that looks at Lord knows what factors to figure out whether or not it's a legitimate review bomb or not. And then this is like a false positive or a false negative, what have you, and that's just the AI fucking up.
Okay,
These things happen
so
all
you
the
think
time.
the AI saw this, and probably did flag it, but didn't flag it as didn't say, oh, this is an instance of review bombing because they went through the reviews or whatever, and it's not properly programmed to identify the whatever characteristic of the reviews.
Whatever word or flags that it's looking for to label it as an off-topic review bomb, it obviously didn't trigger it in the AI. Like, obviously, it can see that there's a massive amount of dislikes like that, or a massive amount of negative reviews. That's a very easy threshold to cross, right?
All right.
But then the problem is looking at the nuance of scanning all of the comments to figure out whether or not something is off-topic.
Okay, I'm understanding.
And that's where the AI is going to fuck up.
I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I feel like I feel like it probably is AI, but it could realistically go one way or the other.
True, but if a human who just knows the bare bones basics of Valve's terms of service can look at that and go, oh, let's flag that as an off-topic thing.
Yeah, probably.
Game's Steam page flagging the burst of negative reviews as being off topic. So here we've got an ARE, objectively on topic, which Valve have flagged as off topic, and an ARE, which is by Valve's very own explicit definition, off topic, which has not been flagged. Now, I don't say this to rag on Valve. I mean, the fact that they're even willing to entertain the idea of manually reviewing AREs is commendable.
Manually,
Instead,
sure.
I bring this up because I think it perfectly illustrates the very heart of the issue that this entire video is here to discuss. Even well-intentioned people who are actively trying to distinguish between different...
This is this complete nerd shit. He has a really interesting choice of music. Like the background music has all been very like well-known iconic things from whatever game that they're taking from.
Most of it. I heard Wii Shop channel. What's playing currently?
This is the spring theme for Stardew Valley.
I haven't played Stardew.
Like, and he played the fucking the medic song that I'm forgetting the name of, and people are gonna roast me for not knowing it, but the TF2 medic song at the beginning.
Is it not just called Medic?
Is it? I thought it was the other one.
It hates me some. No, it's
Oh, see, no, now Jaunty also doesn't know it, and Lonq doesn't know it. Everyone's a grifter. Yes.
I'm going. No, it's literally called Medic with an exclamation mark.
Are you sure that's I'm pretty sure that's the end. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not the right one.
Talking about the one that's the accordion. It's like dude.
Oh, that's called A Little Heart to Heart, I think.
Ah, you're right. That is. It's a little heart to heart.
Yeah. Lonq has earned his real fan card. He's earned it.
I have retracted Unk status.
Good job.
Good job.
You're more of a TF2 fan than me, clearly.
Kinds of what we call
it's just interesting
review bombs.
I feel like most YouTubers, like they pick like more obscure things typically, but it's just interesting.
Still get confused
a lot of
themselves.
YouTubers use like Undertale and Persona music in their videos because they're boring.
No, but true. Yeah, true. But like, this isn't even like the typical YouTuber shtick. Like, they're not even using the New Donk City. Like it's not the typical stuff you'd expect, really. I don't think. Anyways, that's just a random tangent.
And be unintentionally misleading when talking about them, because so many different things are all implied by the use of one single term that is trying to, but can't possibly, describe them all. So let's stop using the same bloody term to describe them. Bombing someone or something clearly implies an attack, right? Do we not all agree that being bombed is not typically something good?
He made himself cracked. I think that's so cool. He cracked himself. Pause.
Also, there was text in the fire. I don't know if anyone caught that.
It was like bomb. It was something about the bomb.
Someone.
Yeah, it was something about the bomb exploding or something.
Possibly describe them all. So let's stop using the same bloody term to describe them. Bombing.
Oh, the bomb exploded twice or something. Lol. I can't. Yeah.
Someone or something.
Oh yeah, because the bomb already exploded earlier in the video. That's what he was saying.
Got him.
Yeah.
Really implies an attack, right? Do we not all agree that being bombed is not
cracking Casper? No, we're not.
Typically something good. For that reason, I think review bombing should be used to describe specifically what Valve has dubbed off-topic review bombs. When people decide to leave a negative review because they've had some beef with the developer or voice actors or other factor unrelated to the actual experience of playing the game, these are also the most noteworthy anomalous review events, and the ones that are getting written and spoken about more often than not anyway. So, applying the already commonly accepted phrase to those events makes the most sense to me. These, let's say, pure review bombs are often accompanied by brigading and bandwagoning, and we already have widely understood internet words to describe these actions, and I just use them. When a review bomb is due to brigading, just say that. We could say that review brigading is a term which coexists with review bombs and isn't mutually exclusive. A game being review bombed can also be review brigaded at the same
Lucid, you're echoing.
I'm sorry.
time. And when there's no apparent group or individual actively organizing the review bomb, but there's reason to believe that people are joining in just for the fun, go ahead and call that a review bomb with review bandwagoning. When a game is updated or changed in some way that it is genuinely a worse experience, and people...
Casper's entirely correct, but it's sad because people don't care about the words that they use.
Yes.
This is like his version of my playtime video. Like, this is like his, like, he just had a pet peeve where he was like, I fucking hate that people say this thing when it's not accurate. And like, and he just made a video about it. And the sad fact is that people just don't care. And that's really sad.
True. And no, yeah. And the video is just completely true in that, like I said earlier, most people use the term review bomb when it's referencing something that has nothing to do with the game itself. And it's being done in like a malicious way or a way to make the game look bad or something like that, not actually having to do with the game itself.
It's the same way people use like overrated. It's like, what do you mean by overrated? Do you mean overrated as in like, some people say overrated to mean like, I don't like it. Like, people genuinely use it that way. They don't even think about like, oh, the common consensus. It's like, oh, is it overrated in my friend group? People don't like think about these things. They just use the words and then they move on with their lives, which is fine when you're like talking to your homie. But like, if you're talking to like, you know, an audience of people and you do this shit for a living, you should probably give a shit about the words you say. Like,
I feel like usually when people call something overrated, it's usually like, everybody I see online is saying it's the best thing ever. I don't think so. Or I don't, well, they don't, not even that, they just don't care for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like, I don't care.
Or
they
like,
don't even care
like
about
people
it.
saying
They don't even know if it's good or not. They just say, I don't care. They just use it as like, I do not give a shit.
or like the word slop or mid. Like, both of those have been dug into the ground where like, if someone says something's mid, I have no fucking idea what they mean. Like, I genuinely am like, do you think it's, because people say it's like bad, and then people are like, no, like, oh, it was like a 5. And then it's like, those two things are used interchangeably. No one knows what any of it means.
Mid is mediocre or middling.
That's what it should mean.
Oh, hey, I just got this DM. Positive review bombs are real. My sister and I watched this show called Heated Rivalry. It's a Canadian gay hockey show.
Oh, I know this.
It's
I know
not
this.
bad.
Oh, I wish.
It's mid, like Grey's Anatomy, a show made for moms and K-pop fans. After watching it, I found this Instagram post where fans of the show were campaigning to leave mass 10 out of 10s so it would surpass Breaking Bad on IMDb or some other site.
Oh my gosh, I knew about this. I wish I had thought about it. I also wish Marcel was awake because she has thoughts about this as well. Yeah, no,
Fans of gay hockey?
Yeah, Heated Rivalry was went like omega viral on Book Talk and you know, like the book social medias. And
the fact you know about this is insane, by the way.
No, I'm being 100%
I've
real.
never heard of this.
No, because the problem with it's basically big gay hockey thing happened, and there was a big gay hockey book, and the gay hockey book went omega viral. Everyone was like, "This is the greatest thing ever," and it went so viral that bookstores were publicly saying like, "Hey, don't ask us if we have the book. We don't have it." They'd like leave signs on their doors. It was like that crazy. People wanted the shit out of this gay hockey book, and it got a TV, and the fans of it are rabid, and it got a TV show. I didn't know about the positive review bombing. That's crazy, but it doesn't surprise me. And now, if you go into any Barnes & Noble or Books A Million or whatever, you will see so many gay hockey books. Hockey books in general. Just like, there's one called Icebreaker. They're all bad puns about hockey. Like, I swear this is a real thing.
It's like, it's reminding me of like the other like smut books written exclusively for women.
Yes,
that have like the really
so
cheesy
weird.
titles and like the really overtly like, you know, sexy man artwork on the cover, that kind of thing. Like I'm not. First, I'm just gonna guess what the gay hockey book cover looks like. I'm gonna Google it. My guess
You're probably gonna be wrong,
is that you're gonna have a half-naked hockey player with a big, burly, hairy chest standing in like an ice rink or something. That's my guess. And what's it called again?
Heated Rivalry.
Heated Rivalry cover.
I'm only getting the fucking thing.
No, it's not, man. I'm actually surprised.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Oh nope, there we go. I found one.
I found the same one. That looks fake though. That doesn't look real. I don't know. It might be real. The cover I'm used to is the cartoon one.
So, in conclusion, when it comes to smut written for women, positive review bombs are well known.
This art style has plagued this genre of book, by the way. That's also something you'll notice if you ever go into a Barnes & Noble. It's like everything has this art style. It's really weird. And I think it's Heated Rivalry's fault.
It looks like a DoorDash ad.
That's on point. Holy shit. Oh my gosh.
It just needs the orange background and then it's perfect.
Do you guys have Waterstones over there as a book franchisee store?
No.
No, so I think that's British, and that's like our main book franchise, and it's only ever populated by women who read crime novels. So it's pretty much all they sell. That or celebrity endorsed books.
Don't disrespect Kurzgesagt. Sorry, I'm sorry.
Oh my god, I'm fucking dying. My mom overheard the conversation in the other room, and she said those torrid novels are called Bodice Rippers.
That's awful, not the Bodice Ripper.
How did she come up with that? That's a good line.
It's actually what they're called. I'm Googling it right now. Yep, that's actually what they're called.
Horrible, dude.
Subgenre of historical romance novels, popular from the 70s to 90s, known for steamy, violent encounters where the hero forcefully removes the heroine's clothing.
No! Oh no!
Bodice, as it were.
Except in this case, it's gay men.
Oh gosh. Man.
Yeah, we have a word for that in England. It begins with R.
I'm so... we have a word for that in America that also begins
I was
with
about
R.
to say something that was going to be really heated, but I can't. I had this knee-jerk thing I wanted to say in response to that, but I can't. I will actually get crucified.
Okay, no, put it in the chat here.
No, I can't. I will lose friends. I can't do that.
Bro's about to hyperventilate.
I'm not even going to tell you. I'm not even going to DM you.
I'm foreign. I can say it.
No, I'm not. I'm not even going to. No, I'm not saying it. I'm not.
Okay.
That one is going to remain forever in my brain.
I'm going to take a guess and judge you for it.
Leave negative reviews as a result. That isn't an attack. You could even argue that is the very reason that reviews exist in the first place. So even on an occasion where all those negative reviews are dropping all at the same time, it's very important to distinguish those times from an actual malicious attack. So I propose a new phrase. A review dump. We all know what it means to take a dump on something, metaphorically that is. So it's already a word understood to mean criticism. But in this instance, we're talking about genuine, actual criticism. So a big old dump of reviews when a developer has damaged their game in some way seems like a pretty appropriate descriptor. This also pairs nicely with what I propose we call the opposite, when there's a high number of positive reviews when a good game update happens. A review bump. The developer has made a positive change to their game.
Make sure to give this video a review bump, everyone. We need to make sure we spread positivity and love. UFR is a good. We are not a what the fuck was? We are not radical. We are a feel good, loving podcast who uplifts and does not tear down. Okay, chat. Make sure to give this. I would like everyone to consider giving this a bump in the algorithm.
There's nothing to get mad at in this video, so go give it a thumbs up.
That's
go hype it.
Go hype. Make sure to give this video all of your hype points if you're on mobile.
Yeah, absolutely.
I feel like
to add a video that I'm really enjoying the use of sound effects. I think
agree.
that's very nice.
The editing is crazy. The editing is so crispy and the animation is so good. 10 billion stars. Also, telling people to hype the video reminds me, there's this guy on Instagram who like, I'll say he like cringe baits basically. He has like he's been going through every single Fortnite weapon, and he's been making a bad pun for you to say, like a line that is a bad pun for you to say when you eliminate someone with X gun, and he sounds really cringe, and he's also very Australian. So it's just, yeah, I sound like a Fortnite YouTuber.
You what?
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's what I'm going with.
Score as a result. This contrasts with positive reviews for non-game related reasons, such as when the studio gets shut down by
talking
their mega
about
corporation.
I was not talking about Muselk. Fuck you, dude. It's not what I was talking about. Fuck.
Publisher and gamers want to express sympathy to the developers. We could call this something like review turfing, because it's kind of like astroturfing. Whilst that might sound like quite a negative way to refer to an act which is genuinely kind-spirited in nature, after all, these reviews are intended to show appreciation for the developers. But we do have to acknowledge that this act is still misleading. In other words, it doesn't actually impact the experience of playing the game, which is what most would consider to be the intended use of a game's review section. So I think it's important for an outside person reading those new positive reviews to be aware.
It's also impressive how well this video's PR is. Like he managed to cover a very touchy topic, but like without like stepping on any toes at all. That's like actually really impressive.
Indeed.
I agree.
Anyways.
That they aren't representing an improved experience of playing the game. And all of these new definitions can fit neatly under the umbrella term that we defined earlier in this video, the intentionally neutral anomalous review events. But there's still something important that we haven't really talked about on this video so far.
Oh, no.
Why
Racism.
people review bomb, dump, bump, and turf in the first place. Most often, I think gamers can feel like they have no real voice. They're just screaming into the void on their social media of choice, and the developers aren't listening. So something very visible and number-based, like reviews, is a simple way to try and get the developers' attention. This is exemplified perfectly by a game some of you might know about called Team Fortress 2.
Oh my god.
I know about that game.
Oh my gosh. Guys.
I've heard about this movement.
Everyone wake up.
It didn't work.
Lock in.
A few years ago, there was a massive
ready.
campaign involving the entire community, tons of massively popular creators, and even mainstream gaming media coverage, all working together to raise awareness of the
Tom
game's
Phillips.
infestation of hacker bots, which was all just an attempt to get Valve to
Why did he use such a low-res picture? Casper, you're doing so well. What the fuck is
it's
this?
been removed from the web. I think it was removed from the website.
That's still up. You don't have the original PNGs.
I mean, I had it. He could have asked me, but
remember the login to the TF2 Twitter for the first time in 2 years. And that wasn't even enough. The community had to do it
TF2
again
community,
this
we
time
hear
around.
you.
Whilst the Save TF2 and Fix TF2 movement didn't start out with the intent of organising a review brigading of the game on Steam, people genuinely...
Man, that fucking launch page, dude. That launch page is so good. Sorry, not to
It's
fix
clean.
that
It's very
Fix
nice.
TF2 launch page is actually like so sexy, especially when looking at it side by side with the relatively less cool Save TF2 poster. They really did locked in for that one. That was kind of crazy.
seem to organically take to the reviews to dump on the game, to give it genuine negative reviews. Other players noticed this happening, so joined in, which resulted in a review bandwagoning. And then ultimately some review brigading did seem to take place, which again probably amplified the amount of review bandwagoning.
Based as fuck. So it should still happen, arguably.
Yes.
I haven't changed my review, so mine is still negative.
And
Mine
in
will
the end,
remain negative indefinitely.
What if something changes, Zesty? Hopium.
If they actually do something about casual mode and fix the matchmaking system, or just outright remove it, then I'll consider changing it.
You should change it to if they do that, you should change it to the teary-eyed emoji and nothing else.
Okay.
Yeah. This is he's committed, chat. He's committed. Hold him to this.
Okay.
Hold his toes to the fire.
I'll do it.
His firstborn son's life is dependent on this.
it actually worked. But whilst the resulting review dump that Team Fortress 2 received was made with the intent to grab the developers' attention about very real issues with the gameplay experience, it would be irresponsible for me to talk this long about review bombs and not mention that off-topic, negative review bombs, the type of anomalous review event that I wholeheartedly agree should retain the title of review bomb, are very often used to troll, disrespect, or otherwise direct hate towards people and ideologies that a vocal subset of the gaming community has decided that they want to hurt.
I'm
not saying that this...
Name one.
I would
Which
love
one?
an example.
I would
okay.
love
an
examples.
example of this.
I would love examples of this. Please give us one. Right now.
So what was the intentional view bombs designed to hurt certain communities?
No, ones that are used to attack developers, actors, or ideologies. Like, I would love to see an instance of a negative review bomb that wasn't in some capacity that was well-deserved and also off-topic.
The web phishing.
Was that game review bombed though? I'm pretty.
Yes.
He just got doxxed.
Was it review bombed?
Yes, it was review bombed because of the... I guess if you want to be fucking pedantic, it was review bombed because of an action the developer took, which was adding a fucking quote-unquote straight title for $9,999, which was funny, and people took it as, like, personally as humanly possible. So, but I guess it was an action of the developer. So I guess you could not count that, even though it was kind of fucking... Anyways, even if you didn't find it funny, it's stupid.
My stance on that, I personally didn't find that funny, and that made me not want to play the game.
I mean, yeah,
I
but
didn't leave a negative review.
But do you think that the because that was the like the event that preceded them being doxxed. Do you think that them being doxxed was because of that, or do you think that was used as like a veil, like they like it was poking the bear, but the bear was there for a very different reason? Like if we're being 100% honest,
no, I would assume that was probably one of the primary drivers behind it.
I think it was like the thing what broke the what's the saying?
The straw that broke the camel's
back.
Yeah, straw that broke the camel's back, because I think as far as I'm aware, a lot of the reasons there was a lot of detractors for web phishing was because of like the 18+ servers, and that there's a lot of not so savory things happening. That's what I gather.
I think that, but I also think that.
Oh,
I think it was largely due to the game's reputation as being a place for LGBTQ people to be. That is in the excessive amount of research I did on like what happened. Of course, the quote unquote straight thing had to do with it, but it was in response to people. It was something that was poorly received by both sides of the aisle at the time, but the response that was given after the fact seemed disproportionately aggravated, and I feel like the disproportionate amount of aggravation was because they were already getting brigaded before that happened. That just escalated it. I think that it's largely because of the LGBTQ angle more than anything else.
But when you say straight title, I thought this was like some sort of in-game. This is literally just
okay,
the title saying you are.
The TLDR, basically, they had a bunch of titles for various like sexual minorities, like gay, transgender, etc. And you could attach those to your character. And people were like, "What if we put a straight one?" And the developer was like, "Okay," and making a joke about the fact that the overwhelming amount of people who play web phishing are members of the LGBTQ. So the amount of straight people is not plentiful. They made the most expensive cosmetic you can buy in the game is the quote unquote straight title, and in the description it's like as a joke about like, yeah, you must be straight if you're playing this game. And like, you could find that funny, you could not find that funny. I certainly don't think it warrants mass review bombing the game, and certainly doesn't warrant doxing the creator. I found it funny, personally, as a straight person.
Someone brings up that in chat. Like, if you want to throw a jab at people that are going to be potentially your customers, you got to brace yourself for the blowback on that. And I agree that like the ultimate end's reaction to it all was very much blown out of proportion. But for me, I view that as like a passive aggressive attack on something that was floated as like, oh, here, how about this idea, kind of like jokingly pass along, and then they make this passive aggressive jab like, haha, if you're straight and play this game, I'm gonna demean you and make fun of you, by making it the most expensive cosmetic in the game, and that just pushes away that part of the audience. It's like the last thing you want to do for any game towards any group of people that could be engaging with it. And so like, is anyone really surprised that they got negative reactions to that?
Yeah, but
like,
also I think it was
just writing it off as like silly and corny and stupid is, I think,
I don't think it was intended. I don't think it was intended to be. I agree it was a bad PR move, but I don't think it was. I don't think it was intended at all to be an attack on straight people.
I view that as a very passive aggressive jab. There's not a chance in hell it was only purely a joke. I'm sorry. I can't view it that way.
100%. I genuinely, well, I obviously I don't know the guy, but I genuinely do believe it was intended as a joke. Also, for the record, a lot of the people I remember from being there, a lot of the people requesting the straight title were doing it passive aggressively. Like they didn't mean it.
Sure, yeah, and of course, then it's like you react to it in the same way. You're gonna get more of the same back. You know what I mean? It's like none of it's good. Like I'm not saying any of it's justified, but
I agree.
Like it was just a terrible move.
I could understand interpreting it either way. I know that, and I've talked to people who have been like, I felt as a straight person, I felt offended. As a straight person, I felt like whatever. As a straight person, I feel like it was funny. Like I've heard every opinion under the sun about this, but I do 100% believe that the excused that was an excuse that was not actual, because if you look at the negative reviews Zesty actually like posted on the Steam page, most of them are about how most of them are exaggeratory and paint the creator to be an incredibly hateful person, and I think that's and I think it's much more of a scapegoat than the actual reason, personally. Like or they were posted and they don't mention the straight title at all, and it's just about how they hate gay people. Admittedly.
Well, no, and that goes into what I said, in that the overall reaction to it was very much blown out of proportion, where you got people going and leaving those reviews like that, and then going so far as to dox the guy. Like that's like the overreactionary portion of it.
Yeah. I agree. They should have expected to receive negative feedback on that in particular. The actual response, though, was very much not about that. It was more like that was the excuse for some much worse things. That's my perspective, anyways. I could understand viewing it either way, but in all the research that I'm doing, that's the conclusion I've come to.
Yeah.
But to answer the initial question, if we don't count that because it was in response to something the developer did, I can't think of an instance of this happening. I'm sure it has. I just can't think of any.
I'm really trying to think about this one. Even things like, for example, Haspin Hotel, which, yeah, a lot of the hate that Haspin Hotel gets is very warranted. But at the same time, a lot of the hate is also because like the people writing it are just annoying. I don't think that's a very good example to bring up.
I'm currently looking at the review graph for web phishing. I do not see a noticeable negative spike at all.
Oh shit! Really?
No, it's like it is exclusively positive. Like I'll show a screen.
I know the score is overwhelming.
You sure it wasn't exclusively just like in YouTube videos and Twitter and shit?
And I remember seeing it showing. Maybe it's negativity bias, where all of the negative reviews you do see are about that. It's not like the graph. Hold on. Yeah.
Yeah, the Saints Row reboot is a good example about how that got review bombed. That's a good one.
Why was it review bombed?
Terrible game, and the developers were literally asking for it on Twitter.
What they were like? Negatively review RB game.
Well, because I have to find the tweets again. I wonder if those tweets are still up. Hold on.
Why does the graph not go back further than 2020, like October?
Let me find it. Can I find these?
I love how we've just like derailed to looking at reviews on Steam.
Right I know, right?
We're looking for examples.
I'm trying to reteach myself Blender. I forget I hate this program.
Trying to think, where's a game that I own that might be review bombed, if I can remember, like recently.
Yeah, I was chatting about this before I came on. None of the examples are super relevant here, but like some games,
Tekken 8, that's a good one.
Some games people in the chat might know from review bombs, things like Helldivers 2, obviously TF2 that's been mentioned. Ring Night Reigns DLC has been review bombed. I'm trying to think of others. We talked about web phishing. Just trying to think of more.
Here's the reviews timeline for Tekken 8, because that game has really dropped the ball, and a lot of people do not like Tekken 8 right now.
Thank you, Season 2. We love hiring new balancer teams. This is good stuff.
Man, I haven't been playing Tekken since Tekken 7, and I barely followed that. I have no idea what happened with Tekken 8, and I kind of hope they get their shit together for whatever they did.
Yeah, so from what I understand, they hired a new balancing team, and they decided to take the game in a completely new direction, and they never fully reverted it. They instead of like properly changing everything to how it used to be, they sort of rebalanced the game around these new changes, and ultimately Harada, the Tekken guy, ended up leaving.
Down.
Yeah, so Tekken 8 was huge. It sold 3 million copies in 3 weeks. It was huge, and they killed it. One of the most, I think it's the most expensive fighting game ever made as well. I really thought like, if I were to pick like a most likely candidate for a future Smash game, I really think like Jin Kazama. I think he's got a really good chance. Because you got to remember, they wanted to add Heihachi to Smash 4, but they didn't because of PlayStation All Stars.
Which is crazy.
But, well, that's not happening anymore.
Yeah.
I'll be right back in like 5
minutes.
They
recast it.
Okay.
So they could just put him in with
I'm genuinely shocked there aren't... I can't find more... I know that there were at the time more negative reviews for web phishing based off the straight title thing.
What if they were removed for being off topic?
Yeah.
I don't think they remove them though. They just flag them.
Really? Didn't they say they removed them?
No, they said they remove them from the score. They don't affect the score, but they keep them there for posterity's sake, I think. A few quick matches is very good, Rubber Ducky. I haven't played it in a minute. I played it with a good friend of mine semi recently. It's very good.
When did they add that straight tag, if you can remember?
It was... I wonder... I think it was November 20...
Was it last year or the year before?
The year before. It was November 21st,
So November 24?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's where the biggest spike is in terms of... It's all positive, though.
Yeah, I feel... Yeah.
So,
I guess review bomb might be excessive. It's not, massive. The people who care about the people who cared about the straight title thing was not plentiful, but we'll say it's vocal minority maybe was the best way to put it. Yeah, it is very sad.
One of them
what
is
happened
saying, "Amazing game, but I lost all my progress after an update."
Yeah, a lot of the more recent more recent negative reviews are about lack of updates or cloud save.
Now this
issues.
one's from 24. This one's from like November of 24.
That's weird. Oh, and yeah, because when the game was getting updated, the dev couldn't handle cloud saves very well, and it was like a whole thing. People were losing progress and shit.
Here's one. Animal Crossing, but with terminally online creepy sex pests. So,
I mean, what I've heard about web phishing, I hate to say I agree about that, but
it is a
That's
game.
Not a problem with the game itself, though.
It is a game that if you are in the if you can trip and fall into the wrong place. Like that.
I know. I just think the idea of like an 18+ tag is like kind of. I think it's just like that's just the like the e-sex tag for me because like I don't.
It was actually when I was getting footage for the web phishing video, it was actually more difficult than you would think to find like stuff like that.
Probably because the game's dead now.
Yeah, but you would think that the people who are still playing it would be, if anything, more inclined in that direction. But it's actually it's less of that.
They probably all just went to Roblox.
What the fuck?
Like
is that where
Roblox condos.
Is that where the furries are fucking? I'm unaware.
Probably. Are you aware of like Roblox condo games?
I know, and I'm okay with not being aware. VR chat would have been what I would expect.
Nah, but that's the barrier of having to get a VR headset, though.
I guess, yeah.
Wait, can't you play VR chat without a VR headset, though?
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I think you can. You can play it on PC.
The furries in chat are informing us that
underestimated.
The furries in chat are informing us that you can't do that in Roblox because of chat changes or something.
Well, again, but this is now. But if you like about half a year ago.
Oh.
Because like it was really bad, and then when they rolled out these new chat changes, they blamed a YouTuber when he had nothing to do with it.
That's good. I wish he would talk about non-game related instances of review bombing. Because there are definitely instances of this on like YouTube.
Oh no, there are instances of this in like products like Gillette and Jaguar, for example, when they brought out their
oh yeah, that one fucking ad with like what's that the fucking
Gillette. So I found this channel who did these like reviews of like the whole thing. Gillette still hasn't recovered.
Really?
After all this time.
That's crazy.
Yeah, they're still not fully recovered, and their CEO came out recently and said it was a price they were willing to pay. I thought, buddy, going back. going back to what we said earlier, if you make a jab at your audience, you're gonna need to, you gotta brace yourself for the fallout.
It felt really like performative and it felt very insincere. Like it just felt very preachy.
It's really hard because it's just the law of cause and effect. Basically, it's very rare to find this like a review bomb that just happened like in the ether. Usually, it has to do with something occurring. So, and which means that someone had to do something, which means that it really can't be just like a review bomb on the basis of nothing.
Somebody just like one day woke up and like, you know what? I'm just gonna review bomb this specific game for the lols.
And like just that one guy, like that one guy singularly is gonna. That's just one guy. I'm review.
You know
bombing.
what? Today I am review bombing Lego. I am gonna review bomb Lego Star Wars 3.
And I'm gonna hire 300 bot accounts to like review bomb this game.
You know, today I feel like being mean to Dave Filoni. I'm going to review bomb this game.
Dave Filoni doesn't give a shit about Lego Star Wars 3. Lego Star Wars 3. This is the truth, Nuke. People aren't ready for, but Lego Star Wars 3 is the best Lego Star Wars game.
Really?
Yeah. I'll stand on this opinion.
Why? By what ground? Why
do
you believe that?
First, it has way more gameplay styles than any of the other ones, and the gameplay styles that are present are like better than like the other sets of games, or the other Lego Star Wars games. Like it has Lego Star Wars 3 has this sick fucking real-time strategy mode for a few of its levels, and it's the coolest shit. Like,
I remember playing that a lot with my brother.
It's like an open space, and you can like you go. And you destroy the enemy base, and then you get their money, and then you can build up your own base, and it's like the coolest shit ever.
It's kind of like a bit like StarCraft, but you're like playing the character.
Yeah,
right? It's like a MOBA. It's like Deadlock, but like StarCraft. If Deadlock was like a StarCraft.
Dude, Lego Star Wars 2 being compared to or 3 being compared to Deadlock is the funniest.
No. Think about it. Think about it.
No, you're right.
Basically, because Deadlock was basically they took a MOBA and made it like a third person shooter. And then you'd get, Lego Star Wars 3's mode, which is basically just like StarCraft, but it's a sandbox game. I don't know.
Holy shit! We're talking about how Lego Star Wars 3 and Deadlock are the same game. They're the same.
Wait, what?
There are little degrees of separation.
Yeah, like Lego Star Wars 3 and has a mode. I was arguing that it's the best Lego Star Wars game. And I was saying it's the best game because it has this mode where it's basically a real-time strategy game where you like go to the enemy base and you break their shit, and then you get studs and use it to build your own base, and then you like command like troopers to go and destroy more shit until the enemy's base is completely destroyed. And then Jaunty pointed out that that's just Deadlock.
God, right.
That's just Deadlock, dude.
That is just Deadlock.
Holy shit. And they had a multiplayer mode. They had a multiplayer mode where you had They had a multiplayer mode where you like did it against your friend and shit.
And you have like clones and Jedi, and they all have different roles. So it's like a hero shooter.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Literally Deadlock.
That's literally Deadlock.
That's a really funny. That just came into my brain.
Bro, did it ask for consent first?
Bro, dude, are you real?
Okay, man.
Are you real?
Yeah, no, we couldn't think of an example, really, of the because we were saying, Zesty, that like of the, in order for this to happen, there has to be cause and effect. So like people don't just wake up one day and decide I'm gonna hate on these people, this minority group today. They like something has to occur. I woke up and chose
violence.
Typically,
yeah, it's always done in reaction to something.
Yeah, and that doesn't mean it's justified, but it does mean that like someone has to do something. So you can't really just, I guess, I don't know. I don't know how you would define this explicitly. Maybe he'll give an example.
Maybe.
This is the reason for every review bomb. But the fact remains that review bombs can and are sometimes used as weapons by cruel people whose only objective is to cause distress to others. It's this fact that is a large part of why I made this video in the first place, to emphasize the importance of these simple definitions being made more clear and more distinct from one another, so that we can more easily and clearly point out when an ideological or hate-fueled attack is happening without it getting lost or conflated with other much more benign events like actual game-breaking updates. I hope that by assigning...
He didn't give an example. I'm shocked. I'm actually, like, genuinely surprised. He really should have given an example, because I can't think
of it. Because there isn't an example that isn't done without reaction to something the developer
because
did
it really just feels like a straw man. That, like, people review bomb for malicious things, when really it's just like, no... Usually
they're
it's just
doing
the
it in reaction to something.
Doing something, being a shithead, or they made a really shitty update.
Like, I genuinely can't. I've been racking my brain this whole time. I just can't think of anything. And that's not to say, like, when people do it against minority groups in reaction to something, that it's a good thing or it's fine. It's obviously bad, but yeah. I can't think of anything.
They don't just like pop out of the ground without some kind of provocation.
Like, I can't think of a situation where it's like a Kelly Marie Tran from like The Last Jedi, where everyone just attacked the actor because the movie was bad.
That's what I was literally going to mention, that exact thing, because like
it all comes back to The Last fucking Jedi. It all comes back
to The Last Jedi, because Kelly Marie Tran was like, I was being harassed for being Asian, and it's like, well, show the receipts. Because, like, it's like the Leffen thing. It's Leffen. It's also, it all comes back to Leffen. Leffen did the same thing.
Where's the difference?
Leffen did the same thing, where it's just like, I'm getting death threats because of hacks. I won't show any evidence of this, so just believe me. And they're like, I guess we'll ban him from Earth.
Showing actual evidence when he when he talked about like creeps and Guilty Gear Strive.
Yeah, and it's like fucking.
Like one of them wanted to like we should cave his head up. I was like, whoa.
Torrid, the Isu controversy was in response to something. It was in response to people going in the Isu Discord and then like looking at old messages and finding in some questionable things that were being said.
Unsavory stuff.
Yeah.
Because he turned a private group chat into a public Discord, which was a really bad idea if you don't want to, like...
It's very not smart.
If you shouldn't do that, but if you do, at least destroy all previous messages that might implicate you.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that's what I did with my Discord server. It was initially just a place where I could send images to myself, but I thought, you know what, I'll just delete all of that and then make it a public server. So my Discord server is like, it's 9 years old, I think.
Damn.
Even though my channel was only 2.
Different words to describe things which are fundamentally different things, but this is just one concern that can be addressed. I hope that there's a future where we can read a headline about a game being review bombed and not have to guess whether the developer has liked a tweet from a
angry Call of Duty fans are review bombing the wrong Modern Warfare 3. Wait, they review bombed the old one?
Are they doing like the old version? That's funny.
I assumed so. Yeah.
That's political figure, or whether the game actually has a new update which has made it literally unplayable, or whether the game's lead artist was publicly outed against their will.
What?
Since when does Nintendo have a review system?
Oh no, this will be things like Metacritic.
Wait, I'm interested in this one.
Maybe.
Yeah, so Legends EA was review bombed. One, because it's arse, and two, because it's modern day Pokemon. You don't need any more reasons. It's P from a NIS. That's what it is.
Game rant.
I can't really think of like when was like the game that really proved that Pokemon was just not what it used to be.
It was unfortunately Gen 6 when they decided to go. People link the going of 3D to Pokemon's downfall, but it's purely coincidental. Gen 6 is when they decided to make the games for kids rather than to make kids games for everyone. So,
while simultaneously
I'm biased towards Gen 6 because that's the one I spent the most time with, but
no, Gen 6 had like
I think Gen 7 was far more egregious and more like hand-holdy in comparison. That's just me.
How was it review bomb? It was just bad. I was expecting it to be like something significant. It was just bad. That was all that happened.
I don't think review... Yeah, can we consider that negative reviews on release should be disqualified because it's just a game being bad should not be classified?
No, that's certainly not... That's not a review bomb. That's just
it has to be after the fact. It has to be after the fact.
No, so I think there's definitely some... I think there are some examples there when a game has launched... I don't have any off the top of my head, but like with Legends EA, for example, people knew it was going to be bad before it was even coming out because we'd seen the trailers. So everyone just like immediately dogpiled it without even playing
Overwatch
the
2.
game. And those who did play the game had even less things to
Overwatch
say.
2, yeah, that's a good example.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
the
there's another
only
one.
time where that may like a review bomb may be just like on release may be apt is because if like the game on release like everyone clowned on it beforehand and they just went in thinking just review bombing it for the sake of it because they thought it was going to be bad. I guess.
Well, I mean, yeah, like
I'm trying to think of
Overwatch
an
1, for example. Overwatch 1 and 2 had the exact same problem where they were both dogged on launch. One by TF2 fans and the other by Overwatch fans.
Yeah, Overwatch 2 is probably the one case where it was just bombed on launch from like TF2 and other game fans.
Lepoke in chat was
to be
talking
fair, it's
about,
justified.
Lepoke in chat was talking about Pokemon, and he proposed that a game could be called Pokemon Soy and Cringe, and I thought that's really funny.
Colon Jam, Pokemon Colon Jam.
That's awful.
And it's now under the attack of internet trolls. Situations so fundamentally different that calling them the same thing is simply irresponsible, if not straight up negligent. Now,
Animal
I'm not
Crossing.
expecting this video to result in the entire gaming industry suddenly adopting brand new language overnight, or really expecting it to change any minds at all. But if I've helped at least one amateur writer to think twice before calling the next botched game update a review bomb in their headline, or even just encouraged one gamer chatting to another to choose their words ever so slightly more carefully next time, then I think I can consider that a job well done. If you enjoyed this but need something more lighthearted as a palate cleanser, why not loop back to the...
That was a really good video.
It was a good video.
Yeah,
it was very good.
3 hours to cover it. Woohoo.
Certified UFR gem.
I would give this video 5 popcorn buckets and 2 soda cups.
I think we should all positively review bomb the video.
Absolutely. Oh, actually,
No, that's
it's
not a review bomb. That is
bombing.
it's review turfing.
Yeah.
Oh shit! No, wait, no, but it's because the video is good, so it's review bump. It's a review bump.
You bump. Go review bump the video.
Go review bump the video. Bump the review video. Bump the review the video positively about reviews and review bombing.
And make sure you consider an all
and make
caps
sure
in the
you
comments
comment
en masse.
consider. I expect all of you to do that right this very moment. Actually, hold on. Let me go get the video and link it.
I'm gonna be a rebel.
Let me go get the video and do it now.
I mean, I have to do this. Hold on.
You're just gonna get like a very confused DM from him in the morning saying like, "Hey, what's up?"
Bro, I would love that.
What's up,
I've
man?
never talked to Casper. I'd love to talk to him. I'm sure he has really good thoughts on like content creation and shit.
Mm.
Do as you will. I expect the video
Do as
to
you
reach
will.
10 billion likes.
Go, my chudlings.
I want it to reach 10 billion likes,
That's my line.
and I want it to.
We
I want
agree.
it to. I want it to have million considers.
Yeah,
Yes.
consider.
We
I
already.
already see it in the comments.
Yeah, we already have.
Consider.
We already have 8 considers. We need to get at least 20. Okay, chat. There's 200 people
I'm
in
not
here. We
thinking
need at
about
least
the
20
chat.
considers. This video was released a month ago and has 8,000 views. So he's just gonna, if he sees this, he's gonna be like, "What the fuck?" Anyways, that was UFR
working.
number 60 in the books, completed.
We didn't reach the goal. So
We
no
did not
tier
reach
list.
the goal. No 2025 meme tier list for us.
Sedge.
Wait, what was the goal?
If we got 10 super chats above 500 yen, then we were going to do a 2025 meme tier list.
Let's just do it anyway, because that sounds fun.
You wanna?
Sure.
Well, I'll poke you
Number one
think
is
we-
the cookie.
suggestively.
Or you can save it for next time.
No, we could do it. No, I'm down. We got 3 donations. That's like close enough to 10
That's it. If you round it up.
if you round it up.
It's like
Yeah.
the developers of Peak. That's like their logic.
I just saw that. It was so fucking funny. They were like, "Well, 5 is like 6, but like, 6 is, close to 5. So we wanted to, like 7. But we can't do 9 because 9's too close to 10. So like 8 is like 5, but like it's more
But
like
the
5 than like
funny is-
10. It's like, what the
Funny part is, they are completely correct. They are absolutely right on that.
It's an amazing bit of marketing. They like hit the nail on the head of how people think about like numbers. Like that's just accurate. Bro, can I fucking... Okay, thank you. Bro, what are we doing here? Hold on. Surely there's a 2025 memes.
Oh wait, I thought you had one like at the ready. We'll
I
have
did
to
not.
make
I
one.
thought I was certain that this would exist.
It does not. It was a lie.
Memes de 2025. This is Spanish. There's a lot of shit on here I do not
Good enough.
recognize. Hold on. Oh shit. Hold on. I'm sorry. Oh shit. Yeah, I don't know if I could find this. I don't know if this exists.
Do we have to? I think we have to make one ourselves.
I think we might have to make one.
Save it for next time.
Then. Yeah, we'll save it for next time. We'll figure something out. Okay.
Yeah.
Meme 2025.
That is our mission.
Get people in your Discord to like submit candidates to be rated for 2025 memes.
They're all just going to submit stage
I did
7.
Actually, I did find one, but there's so much shit on my screen that I just can't.
Oh, it's all over the screen, is it?
Like
you can't parse it.
Like I just want you to look at this image, okay? I just want you to give me your like honest. This is your honest thoughts on this image. I'm gonna put it in podcast general.
Let's have a look.
Let's review the contents.
Oh my god! I don't know what half of these are.
Most of this is just Instagram.
It's pretty good.
When is February 26th? Have I missed something?
I don't fucking know, dude. I don't know what any of this is. I know that's not true. I know what a lot of these are.
I know some of
this
these.
shit is.
Okay, I recognize Kendrick. I recognize Dokes. I recognize fucking JD Vance edits. Fucking Baby.
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to make sure I can show this on stream. Hold on.
Dochi's Anxiety.
To make sure, yeah.
Because there's so much on screen, but I think it's all fine.
Fucking Minecraft movie.
A quick left to right on all the ones I recognize is like I think that's the 42 meme, or there's like an version of 67. Don't know. We've got Barbershop Haircut. Anxiety is that one terrible song. Are you sure? The Billionaire Routine, or farming that stupid laughing baby that I hate. JD Vods, Blue Collar SpongeBob, Bird Game. I don't know what that one is. The Cave Diver meme.
I like that one.
Crazy Cattle, Chicken Jockey. I don't know what chicken starters. We've got the Chop Chin.
It's from that Adam Sandler animated movie where he's the chameleon. Leo.
Oh shit! It is.
I only know like 2 of these because people spammed 67 in my chat endlessly, 67. And then
67. That's why you're. That's
the
why
laughing baby.
Go Homelander.
You don't recognize the I show speed gif in the bottom right?
Is that who that is? Yeah, I see people use those gifs have been used so much that anytime I see them, I immediately know it's posted by a child. Like no adult uses these gifs.
I do genuinely think that the 2 best memes of this year were the Charlie Kirk ones and Start Digging in Your Butt.
I was gonna say they have the AI Charlie Kirk thing in here. That's something.
Yeah, it's so funny.
Right.
Then we got getting incredible gas seed. That's worse than death.
Wait,
I think that one's
this
actually
podcast
pretty good.
Needs a hero.
What? What is
the incredible Mr. Gassy one is probably my meme of the year.
That's the worst fucking thing I've ever seen. How the fuck does that win?
It's worse.
Listen, it always wins.
So
I guess since we're here, we might as well. I'll just start throwing shit in tears.
Just do it.
Yeah, we basically just.
We're here.
Yeah, I'll just start throwing shit in tears, and if you guys have any issues, you guys could just.
Okay.
Well, let's start with the best and the worst, because I feel that's what we've got to do.
I was just gonna go left to right.
For the record, I don't know what 80 or 90% of these are.
That's why I was just gonna throw what I do know into tiers, and if you guys have contention with it, you guys could just tell me.
Okay.
Hold on.
Sure thing.
I'm adding an F tier. Okay.
Hawk 2 was from 2024, wasn't
42 is just making fun of 6-7, so it's D. This is
8-9.
This is just making fun of the fact
That one's
there are no
6-1.
memes.
That one's 6-1, isn't it?
I don't fucking know, dude. Put it away. This is hilarious.
42 is
this
from
one is
Hitchhiker's Guide.
this is the fucking the barbershop haircut that costs a quarter. This one goes in A tier.
No, it's Adrian and Efok. And
This is like all of
It's
them,
basically
though.
just
This is like all of them.
It's Instagram reels from like mid 2025.
I can't believe that jaking it was this year. I thought that was last.
Anxiety is
Oh,
F tier.
F
It's
tier.
not funny.
I thought it was
The only
24.
actually, I'll put it in D tier. Anxiety had the one funny thing about that was people were making Russian roulette playlists on Spotify.
Yeah.
Where they would have four. They'd have one. Or no, they would have four. Somebody's. What
Somebody
the
I
fuck
used to know.
Yeah, somebody I used to know, and
It was
then
5.
one anxiety. That was funny.
That feels like this is our generation's version of like Vanilla Ice Ice Baby, because that's like under pressure.
Oh, you're right.
samples.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, the fucking billionaire routine was very funny, dude. I actually loved
Yeah,
that.
all the
Oh, yeah,
parodies. were
okay, that
amazing.
one I remember. That
Yeah,
one was
that
really
was
funny.
very funny.
That one, dare I say, the way people were clowning on it, that one probably belongs in S. That was really funny.
Yeah.
The amount of
What was
shit
the
that
name
came
of
out
the?
of that
What
one.
was his name again? I really don't remember his name.
I don't know.
I don't think the
JD
JD
Vance
Vance
don't
are
ask.
funny.
So why
No, the
did he
JDA,
put
the
tapes now?
JD events ones are funny.
Yeah.
I'll move it up one tier.
Scientists in the future will like look back on history and they'll try to find the original picture of JD Vance. They won't be able to do it.
Chicken
Yeah,
Jockey goes in F tier
the
because I
sheer
hate it.
volume of Vance edits is always hilarious.
Chicken Jockey goes.
I can just
actually,
say
I'll put
the Are You Sure meme is the worst one. Invincible
there's
fans
worse
have just
ones.
become intolerable. I can't stand them.
I hate the Clanker. I hate Clanker.
What?
I hate it because every time
Really?
someone says it, it's so obvious that they just want to say a slur, and that just frustrates me because it just sounds like it.
I wanna say
It's shown to me how many people just want to say slurs. That's it. Like it's just
In my-
everyone wants to say slurs. That's the
In my
only
most
thing
recent-
that's demonstrated.
In my most recent video, I literally refer to Ultron as a clanker with a soft A. That's what I say.
That's awful. I hate it. Just it goes in F tier. Fuck you.
Oh, we could put
Oh,
Dude
the
Man
fucking
in F as
this
well.
goes. I know what that is. Why is the rose emoji by itself just in here? That's not a meme. That's just something
The
people
wilting
started
flower.
doing.
That is
wilting
just an
flower,
emoji.
People... Yeah, it's the new skull emoji. That's what it is.
Yeah, people
Is it?
are. Yeah, people are just.
This is news to me.
Homelander, puffy cheeks.
I like the really big where he has like the really big puffy cheeks. That's the best one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
one's
that
funny.
fucking image.
I have no idea what that is. I don't know what the fucking Bart is.
Me walking into a China shop knowing damn well I'm going to rapid fire spit sunflower seeds in all the vases.
Don't cry, little monster.
What is February
Uncle Monger's
26th?
got enough carrot puree.
What is? I don't know. Where are we putting 6-7?
Don't even rate it. Don't even rate it. Just don't.
It's just 6.
Don't rate it.
Make a tier.
Just-
Just call it 6.
It is.
Make its own tier.
Like I don't think I have ever come across a more annoying phenomenon. Like I deal with TF2 fans, right? And there's nothing more insufferable and annoying than seeing like a 10-year-old like squeal and spaz out in the middle of a grocery store, like screaming, and I mean screaming at the top of his lungs. 6-7. Like
I think it's funny. I've gone through all 5 stages of grief with the meme. I think it is
Like,
unironically funny.
Listen,
I think
people call me
I'm
Hitler.
thinking it's funny.
People call me
grieving.
Hitler. All right. People say that I'm a fan of eugenics. I'm beginning to think they're right. I think we need some kind of societal and cultural culling to remove these weaker links in our gene pool. There's something severely wrong with humanity where we've come to this point where 6-7 is somehow funny and we tolerate its existence. We need to get rid of it.
Do you guys know about
That's going in part 3.
Do you guys know the fucking the XXX Temptation video?
What is a father?
Yeah,
What is that?
It's like
It's such a stupid
it's
fucking
so
clip.
fucking funny. Zesty, have you seen this?
Which one?
This video, XXX Temptation, the rapper that died in like 2018, or like no, it was 2019.
I'm not familiar with this one at all.
There's an
ate
interview
the
where he
Bill
was
Rizzi.
interviewed, and he was like, they were like, "Oh, do you ever think about your dad?" He's like, "What's a dad? What's a father? I don't know about that." And he's like trying to be edgy. It's
That's
so
it?
I am
fucking
14
funny.
and this is deep.
Yeah.
Such a funny.
I just
Like, may he
sounds
rest in
stupid.
peace, but like,
He's-
man, he
it
was a bit
was-
of a cornball.
I'm shocked
Also,
it hasn't come out before now. I had never seen it.
It just sounds stupid.
Lucid,
Oh my god.
Oh, this is
Lucid,
just-
you bump that Charlie Kirk song all the way up into S tier.
No, it's not.
Okay,
that.
it's-
No.
Stop.
It's
No,
being added
it
to
is being
Fortnite,
carried
right?
into A solely because it is funny by itself that it exists. Like it's not like nothing anyone has done with it is funny. It's just hilarious that it is a thing that exists.
No. People have done funny things with it because all of humanity will thank Charlie Kirk in future when he has permanently destroyed all of AI generation. Have you not seen?
I am not.
the videos
I'm not
of-
having this conversation. We're not moving this shit.
Moving on.
No, have you not seen the videos of people trying to make like normal AI generated videos, but every character is Kirk's face?
Yeah, his face has poisoned all these AI programs because
So
the sheer amount of
funny.
times people have generated videos and stuff of him.
A small sacrifice for salvation.
Yeah. What else have we got here?
Please put Dokes in like at least A.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is.
He's a
either.
character from Dexter. The guy from Dexter.
He's in
Oh.
the top row.
Oh, wait, where is
Oh,
he?
the other guy looking up.
the bald guy staring seriously meme.
Yeah, the
Wait,
suspicious
where is
guy.
that?
Like, I can't prove.
Top row.
Oh shit! I missed that. Yeah, no, put that in A. Actually, put that in S. Don't put it in
Yeah,
6, 7.
that's a really
tier.
good
Nothing
one.
goes
I
in 6,
really
7
like the
tier.
Dokes meme.
I was trying to find.
I can, as someone who unfortunately has this one thing we in the industry like to call a girlfriend, I am more than familiar with labubus.
Oh no, but this is
I
the.
am
This
so
is
sorry.
This is the meme about performative males, which I actually
Yeah,
wanted. I'm putting that in
matcha,
S tier because I think it's very funny.
Labubu.
Meme about
Yeah.
performative males.
It's a
Like
people.
males trying to be like all like feminist. Oh, I read feminist literature trying to get like chicks and shit.
Yeah, it's
It's like-
making fun of people
It's
who
like the
try to
inverse
be
dude
into
bro.
things that women are into to get women. So people would like
So,
have, and it got to the point where people were having like public contests to see how performative they could be, where they would dress up in like overly alternative clothes and like carry around tote bags and like matcha, just to like.
It's like the inverse Andrew Tate manosphere guy.
Yeah,
Does
it's-
it work?
No. Well, I mean,
No.
no, it doesn't
Oh,
now.
Fuck
Certainly,
no.
it definitely did at a point,
So you-
probably.
Listen, if it worked, I'd go out and buy a purse immediately.
That's crazy, dude. What
And a tote
the
bag
fuck?
with some, like,
Yo,
feminist
that's
literature.
going in episode 3. What? That's going. That's what the fuck? That's crazy.
So,
if I can
like, I mean,
actually,
like-
if I can actually pick up chicks by carrying around like a Louis Vuitton, I'm gonna go buy one immediately.
Holy shit! No. You gotta. It's a tote bag, Zesty. It's the tote bag.
Okay,
the-
how small?
Sorry, tote bag.
yeah.
Zesty, how small are these chicks?
Huh?
That's a stupid joke.
You
Fuck
just-
you.
That was the best joke of the
That was
entire
awful. That was a
podcast.
horrible joke.
That went right over my head.
The joke
That's
is just.
because you're more. Never mind.
They fit in a bag.
Ouch.
It was great. It was fantastic.
Mustard.
Oh, the joke is they get put in the bag.
Yeah,
Oh, well, now you killed it.
that's a
Oh,
stupid.
the fucking Kabi lame
You
mechanism.
should see how I
Job application
reacted to
joke
that
wasn't
rap
funny.
song the other day.
The Carve Lane mechanism.
Nothing
that
beats a
needs to
joke
go-
to holiday wasn't funny.
Job application. Yeah.
This is this.
I don't know what that one is.
Which one's what now?
This, all the
The one
Minecraft
with the
movie, all the
lady with the
Minecraft
house.
movie memes go into F tier.
Yeah.
But coming in hot. I like that. That's the one I like.
No, where is
Okay,
that?
no,
Wait, where is
what
it so I
about
can
the-
put it in F tier?
What about the Alice in Wonderland rabbit looking at the clock? I think that's.
Oh, I really like that one. 'cause
What is the context behind that? Where did that even come from?
I don't know, but
So-
Just one day it was all over Twitter.
So it's in the live action remake, it's a scene where the rabbit's just like tick tock, clock's ticking, get a move on. But
Is
the
it?
original drawing here, I think, was made by some woman in like 2012, and it's really universal. It's really, really universally applicable, and that's why it's like objectively really good.
The rapture is coming.
yeah, it's just
Yeah.
it's very, very universally applicable.
It's
very,
basically
very-
the
Okay.
new form of I'm inevitable from Thanos. That's
Yeah,
that's how
it's
I
just-
Yeah,
think
pretty
it.
much.
yeah.
It's like
The
you can look
lion,
at
the lion is
Pirates
a great one.
I really.
Like,
Where,
you
where the
can-
fuck did it go? I was trying to find the lion.
with the rabbit looking at the clock. You can look at Pyro Cynical. You can look at how he acts like a twink, and you can just post that in the comments because his
People
pretty-
laugh.
No, I would. I loved on Instagram when like a new artist gets their first viral post and like their
Yeah.
art is of like animals or like anthropomorphic animals. It's just people in the comments being like, "It's a matter of time." Like,
Yeah, and it's
It will
like it's Dokes and the rabbits. Like inevitably,
Yeah.
think
Yeah.
of all the money you'll make.
yeah, it's very funny. Where the fuck is the lion, dude? I
The
feel
lion.
dumb.
You rated the lion meme.
Did I?
Already.
I did put it
Yeah.
in S2 already. Okay, fine. My bad.
The lion finds himself in S tier.
What is the one with the Home Alone kid? What is that?
I have no idea what that
Oh,
is.
it's like the animation meme. Fucking
Yeah,
gif.
this guy makes these gifts. These gifts, sorry, that they're just like really, they're really weird. They're disturbing. I can't describe them in any other way. What would I type in to find? If I type in, yeah, like this the mustard one. Yeah.
Wait, what the fuck is this? This is horrifying. This is
Where's the speed
terrifying.
one? Hang on. This fucking one.
Oh my god, this is really well made.
You did not just describe the fucking chicken jockey as a stem. I hate that. Don't say that. The fuck are you talking about?
Chicken jockey is a stim.
It's like when you quote random memes, it's just like a vocal stem.
God
That's
help
just
us.
what they call it now.
God help us.
I'll put bird game in A, even though I don't know what it is. I'll just give that to you.
Zesty, I'll have you know that Pingus is a vocal stem. I'll have you know that.
Snooping as usual.
So for those who don't know about bird game, the entire internet just decided it'd be funny if like we generated videos of what looked to be AI videos of what looked to be like people playing a bird game and complaining about how hummingbirds were overpowered. Or the eagle meta is ruining the game.
That sounds
So
awesome.
basically, mainstream, what's it called? Madcap. Gaslighting people into thinking the game is real.
We're not putting any of these.
So,
we're not putting any of. Oh wait, no. This the fucking wait. Can I make a separate? I'm making S plus for this fucking stupid. This meme is my favorite.
Which one?
For me, I don't. Which one are you talking about right now?
It's this.
Is it like the?
It's this meme about burger places in the United States. It's very funny.
Oh, I fucking love it. Where it's like
it's just this meme about the.
We charge $30 for a burger.
Hold on, can I just?
Yeah,
open this
no,
image?
I love. Yeah, these ones.
Look at the Zesty look.
I don't. Okay.
There's a fire in our soul. And then I'm not saying anything else because we'll get.
Where's that starter pack?
Well,
Oh, this is another one.
I think I've seen this one before, where they're like describing like the gourmet burger places are ridiculously expensive and they have like the specific type of interior design.
Bro,
it's true.
It's
not even a meme. It's just true.
This is I know. It's just like terrifyingly accurate. It's just good.
That's just true.
They've always got like driftwood and bar stools and things like that for the aesthetic.
It's so weirdly specific.
Our burgers cost $22.50 without a side.
Doesn't even taste that good. It's incredibly accurate.
This exists in Japan.
Overpriced mediocre.
That's how widespread
So
it is.
we have these in England as well. Like a normal burger will cost you like 13 quid, but it does come with like some salad and some chips. And I unfortunately really like them. So I'm single-handedly funding these places.
We actually have a chain of this restaurant in Australia. It's called Grilled. Basically, fucking all of their they're basically a chain restaurant where all of the places are like these burger restaurants. It's really fucking funny.
But to be fair, it's better than most of your stuff because all of your food is prison food.
Who do we get that from?
Well, I wouldn't.
Yeah, shut up.
This is also funny.
Like that also just kind of describes American restaurants in general.
W Speed.
There's a lot of like coffee places that have like a very similar aesthetic to this, like cafes.
Pick some water. This gift is so fucking stupid.
Like I can name like 12 different restaurants that have this aesthetic that have insanely overpriced food, tiny portions, and it's just not that good.
We can go and put the niche meme, which if you look at the list, there's a niche meme with like an apple at the bottom. We can put that in F tier. It's the idea of like people trying to outcompete each other for liking their niche memes.
Why is Lucid losing his shit?
It's such a funny gif. It's so funny.
Kind of.
Wait, what is
The
it?
fucking iShow speed gif of him picking up water, and it's like edited like it's the craziest shit you've ever seen.
It's a fan cam.
It's so funny.
It's pretty good.
Oh,
Speed.
No, Speed is actually the goat though. Have you seen his fucking travels in countries and shit? He's mad respectful. It's actually crazy.
I saw some really funny but incredibly racist tweets the other day.
That's wild.
Oh,
that's
cool.
great, man.
I haven't
About this guy.
I haven't seen any of that, dude.
Dude, that's really awesome. Next time, keep it to yourself.
Bro, that was a really good Bradley G impression that you just did. That was nuts.
I wasn't trying to be Bradley G.
That sounded exactly
thank
like
you.
Bradley G, dude. What?
Did it actually?
Yes.
Well, that's crazy.
Say like, oh, thanks, dude.
Oh, thanks, dude.
That's,
No,
What
that's so crazy. What? That sounds.
What I loved about Speed's I showed Speed's trip to China. Like the Chinese government thanked him for improving relations with America. It was really funny. They just thanked Usher Speed for being silly. Yeah, so he went to China and turns out he's got loads of Chinese fans.
Please click off the GIF.
No, I'm just gonna keep it here, dude.
Oh.
It's so fucking funny. Anyways, that was UFR 60. Like, comment, subscribe. The VOD will be up within the next 3 years.
3 years.
Lonqudor.
Yeah, subscribe.
Say something funny.
Oh no, this is not very nice to me.
The world
I'm
is
a minority,
watching.
but you know what, Lucid? I like you. I think we could team up to end women's pain. What do you say?
Wait.
We could make life better for all of the melanated sisters out there.
Oh my god.
You said say something funny.
We're still alive.
Wasn't funny enough.
All right, fine. You do your best impression of the Bowser farting gif.